Hey everybody, how are we doing today? Who have we got with us already? Hey Roberto, can you hear me now? Hopefully you should be able to hear me now. How's it going? So we are going to be playing some Blood Bowl 2. Hopefully in our league, depending on who's online. If no one's online, then I've got a very special task to do today. So we're going to be recording the podcast tomorrow, and we are going to be talking about corn teams. So if I can't find a game on Blood Bowl 2, I'm going to swap it into Blood Bowl 1 and play some corn games against the AI. But for now, let's log on to our league and see if we can get ourselves a game. Hey Rich, thanks for joining the chat. How are you doing today? You alright? I suppose the question is, how is everyone coping being locked away, hopefully getting some extra hobby on the go? So let's bounce back here, and our team is the J-Man Builders. Find an opponent. So we're running an ogre team with no rerolls. 299 seconds. That's optimistic, isn't it? Hopefully we'll be able to find an opponent on the go. And if not, like I said, we can get a cheeky bit of Blood Bowl on the go, on Blood Bowl 1, and play some corn teams. Hey Craig, how's it going, man? You alright? Having a good time? It's all a bit crazy at the moment, but hopefully we're working. Yep, Roberto can hear me, that's good. It's working on the chat, which is fantastic, which is cool. All we've got to do is that we hope we can find somebody else who's logged on at the same time. That's the tricky thing when you're running a let's bring up the Chaos Edition. When you are running a smaller league, is you've got to make sure that you tie up with people to make sure that you can get a game. So we'll give it a few minutes on the auto finder, and like I said, if not, we'll bounce over to Blood Bowl 1 and play some corn until we can get ourselves a game. So let's have a look over here. Kind of want to pop that into that chat as well. That's fine, that's good. So, hobby-wise, anyone been getting any Blood Bowl in? And did anybody watch the NAF Fumble League over the weekend? There was a lot of fumble stuff going on to kind of replace the fact that we can't get physical tournaments on the go. And, I mean, we were hindered by that, and that this weekend should have been Bournemouth Bowl. However, it did kind of save me panic painting the second half of my Wood Elf team, which I'm kind of a little bit grateful for. Probably more grateful than I should be. I guess I'm just worried that we're not going to be back being able to have tournaments ready for May when we've got our next one set up, which will be our first repeat tournament, which is Bonehead Bowl. So it's our mixed league, our mixed teams. Okay. On the plus side, Blood Bowl 1 is loading up. Second. Extras and settings, options, sound, all the way down. Thank you very much. Save, and then back to Blood Bowl 2 for a second. But yeah, Bonehead Bowl must be a go. I'm super looking forward to that one. It's May. I mean, I know the government have come out and said that June is looking like the time where we might be back up and running. End of May, June. So end of May is the 30th of May. Someone mentioned set up BB on an app named 20 Roll. Yeah, that was Roll 20. That's how you can play some Blood Bowl 7's games, which is a really cool thing. That's in our Blood Bowl 7's group that we set up for Blood Bowl 7's players. It's very, very small at the moment, but working our way there. There's a great video by someone in the group who says how to set up a Roll 20 session for Blood Bowl 7's so that you can basically just work through a game together. I'm really tempted to set it up and give it a go. But I'm having quite a lot of fun playing Blood Bowl 2, which is good. It's been a bit of a saviour, and I think Blood Bowl 2 is probably having a bit of a resurgence at the moment, given that obviously we can't play anything else. So I mean, I've had so much time on this recently, and I think I think we're seeing a lot more people playing it online, which is great. Hopefully we're getting a lot more people doing some hobby as well. I have even been building models that I don't really need, including a beholder, which is very cool. Looking forward to that. Sevens as well. I don't think we'll be able to set up a session for sevens today, but in the next couple of days I'm going to have to watch that video and give it a go. Okay, so let's pop to here, and we are going to change. That is the wrong box. That's the downside of this software, is that. Let's bounce over to Chaos for a second. We're going to play some Khorne until we can find an opponent. So, reason I've been playing some Khorne, can we load? Hopefully we can load, hopefully I can save it, is because we'll be doing the next podcast about Khorne teams. And we're going to drag Sam, one of our local players, Khorne 1, here we go, onto the show to talk about it. He ran a very successful Khorne campaign in both Tombstone, where he won, and am I ready for this? Let's go for this. And Fobble Wobble Cup, which was our little tournament against another local club. Right, we've got 160,000. I think. How many rerolls? I think we need the extra reroll for our Khorne team, so we're going to do that. So yes, technically not playing Blood Bowl 2 right now. Playing Blood Bowl 1, but that's because there's no Khorne team on Blood Bowl 2. So I've downloaded this specifically to to get some practice with a Khorne team, and let me tell you, it's a very different game than Blood Bowl 2. It's really funny. I was not expecting it to be quite so different. I haven't played Blood Bowl 1 for ages, and the controls and everything, they're similar but not enough, so like you end up misclicking and sending people off in strange places. But to be fair, anyone who's watched me play Blood Bowl 2 this week will know that I'm quite capable of doing that on Blood Bowl 2. Here we go. So, are we really playing Khorne again? We are playing a Khorne versus Khorne game in Blood Bowl 1, which could be very interesting and quite possibly very unsuccessful. Just to put it out there, if we do find a match on Blood Bowl 2, I will swap back to Blood Bowl 2 and we'll get that game on the go. But for now, we're going to play Khorne versus Khorne. Let's go for heads. So, organise your players before kicking off. So, these guys, Frenzy, Horns and Juggernaut, make great counter blitzers. And as we're playing against Khorne, we kind of want to be counter-attacking here. We don't want to put too much on the line that they can. I think the trick here is to zoom right the heck out so that you can see what's going on. And we want to stay away from the sidelines as much as possible, because obviously Khorne, if you don't know, is all about frenzy. Literally all about frenzy. There we go. So we'll set off and we'll talk through our players. Let me just pop back. See if we've got that searching. Cool, that's fine. So we're ready for the kick, and we'll kick it to that guy in the middle. Quick snap, offense, get a free square. Let's come out of the cinematic mode, please. As good as it is. So we've got the pit fighters, who are 6-3-3-8 with frenzy, and we've got two, or did I manage to pick up a third one of these guys? Three heralds at the moment. Horns, frenzy, juggernaut, and somewhere in our lineup, there we go. Okay, get blitzed there, that's not too bad. Kind of expect that to happen. That's fine. And we've got the Bloodthirster himself. So ours has yet to level up despite getting two decent casualties in there. But this guy's an absolute beast. So 6-5-1-9. Horns, Regeneration, Frenzy, Juggernaut, Loner, Wild Animal, and Claw. So I played a game yesterday against Khorne. Ah, great. There's Wild Animal out, which is superb. Which is absolutely superb. So we have got the option here to bring that guy in, which we'll do, and then we'll try and go for a blitz with this one. and take out the other Bloodthirster. Okay, we don't fail Wild Animal, and we get the POW. So let's pop him straight back. We've got to follow up because Bloodthirsters are unsurprisingly very angry people. We're going to stand him up. Hopefully the Bloodthirster will protect us there. Just keeping an eye on the other match. Now, if we stand him up, we do run the risk of him being frenzied off. So if we stand him up, which we're going to, we need to make sure that we give enough support that any blocks they make are uphill. And that is how you tend to counter-fight a team that's mostly frenzy, is by making sure that if they are following up with their blocks, that they are going to be... Oh, no, misclicked. We're going to have to use a reroll there. We get away with it. But that is how you misclick on Blood Bowl 1. So let that be a lesson. And we're going to bring this chap to here. So they've got the ball up here. There's not going to be a great deal we can do about that at the moment. And I did it again. Oh, you've got to watch the dodges on this. So yeah, Khorne, not great at dodging. We'll take the push there. So they're going 2 die up against the Bloodthirster. They're going to have to frenzy into that, and they get it again. Push and a POW. So on the plus side for that means, on the plus side for us, that means that next turn, the Bloodthirster can just block instead of using our Blitz. Now, an interesting and a little bit frustrating thing about Blood Bowl 1 is that Wild Animal in this only works on a 2+ for blitzes. So if you go for a block, it's a 4+, where I'm pretty sure it's just 2+ for a block. There we go. So he's knocked one of our guys down and gone down himself. I guess that's something else to mention about the Khorne team, is that they don't come with any integral block. But ours now do have block. Oh, well, we don't need it for that. So he's going to definitely follow up. He doesn't even get a chance. He'll tag that side of the cage. So he's going to stand. Just because if he doesn't stand... Oh no, he won't stand. He will go there, there, and shall we put him there? Now, hopefully that will give us a couple of decent blocks here that we can surf this guy with. And that is the really extra fun part about the Khorne team. Do I go for the surf or do I go for the POW? POW works better for us because it will help us get some SPP and hopefully level up our guys. Got the knockout. Fantastic. So that could actually be more beneficial than a surf anyway. So we need to start closing in on the ball carrier. This guy's going to be a bit of a concern. So let's pop him there. So yeah, we've managed to get ourselves a strength 4 sure hands demon, a bloodletter, and that guy is great. Obviously strength 4 frenzy is fantastic, and where they've got horns, you've got 1 blitz a turn where there's strength 4, which when you're in a league where there's mostly strength 3, that's really great. Okay, good. Bloodthirster goes for it, gets 2 dice, knocks a guy down. Are we going to claw? Yeah, we claw, but no effect. So, like I was saying, horns is good, and if we follow up here, we're going to get a 1 die block into a 2 die block, so we're not going to take it. As tempting as it is, we're not going to blitz. We are just going to position, and we've got a very good bit of safety here with 2 guys with horns, and he's just strength 4. He's horns all day. So that should give us a good opportunity so that if they come down the pitch, which they need you to score, let's put a boogerism in there, we should be able to counter punch and take him out a treat. And what are we looking at? So they blitzed our guy away. They're strengthening their cage. So we need to see this guy move. And I think the AO in Blood Bowl 1 is probably even worse than Blood Bowl 2. So I think we're getting away with it. And we do get away with it. That's a failed dodge for us, which is brilliant. So Minotaur, Bloodthirster, who is really just a massive Minotaur, is in a position to blitz. However, so is this chap here. So let's zoom out. We've got one of theirs there and one of ours, so he's tagging him. One of ours there, he's tagging him. So we can blitz in, press the B key, and hit him with our strength +1 for having horns. And we can pop him out to the side. So ball ends up there. We're going to leave him in place because, like I said, despite getting away with it when you misclick, they're not great at dodging corn. So we should be able to pop the Bloodthirster in. No, failed the wild animal. That's another wonderful downside, is wild animal will be there. So you can only really blitz with the Bloodthirster reliably. Everything else is a bit of a gamble. So let's push him to the edge and follow up. See if we can't pen him in. So we need to pop a guy there. We've got the ball in the middle of their cage, so it's not great for us at all. So what we're going to try and do is just close in to force them to make the rolls. Let's force them to make the risk and to be forced to play, and to hope for their miracle play. I'm not going to try and pick up the ball. There's too many tackle zones on their end, but if we stand him up, what we can do is see if there's any risky or profitable blocks. So we've got a 1 dice here. I like it. Let's go for it now. Gets the skull, takes the reroll, we get a push. So we're going to push it onto the ball and hopefully it can bounce around and come a little bit looser. Ooh, and we frenzy into a skull and the guy is out with a serious concussion. He's armor 7. Armor 7 is fine. And you guys who've been watching this stream this week will know that this team with all strength 3, actual rerolls and armor 8 is just a beef team compared to what we've been running this week. Hobgoblins, the all runtling team, which was amazing, and ogres with no rerolls. The Beastman team kind of counts as a great team anyway. And the all skink team was really fun. We ran that a few days ago and had a couple of outrageous victories with that. Let's have a look. So they've got another turnover. Right, they've got the ball back, which is fine. So Bloodthirster, eat this man. Wild animal. He's got loner, so we're not going to take it. But fortunately, wild animal does mean we'll take the POW there and pop him away. It does mean that he keeps his tackle zone, which means he continue to support. Have we got any of our horns guys? You've got him there, so he can run in and blitz this guy. But we want to get onto the ball carrier. Is there a way for us to do this? So we might be able to. Can we get any kind of chain push? I don't think we can. So let's just tag him in place. We've got a guy here that we really want to get up. So he's going to pop himself right there. And I think he's going to support him. And we'll go because we've got a bit of a free block situation here. Where there's two 2-die blocks. The difficulty is that we have to take him. So double push on the first. Nothing. Oh, that's right. He's our strength 4 guy. And we'll blitz with this guy and just, again, add pressure to the ball. This is going to be a frenzy push. So we've made sure that on the second block, which we're not going to need, we had enough support around. And I think I'm worried about this guy now. Oh, misclick again and suffer. Suffer the dodge. Brutal. So let's have a look and see what the opponent is up to now. So yes, we're only playing against the AI, and like I said, the reason for that is to find a way to get. It's a good way to test out teams. It's just a shame that Khorne aren't on Blood Bowl 2. Although I was talking with some of the guys earlier, and I genuinely think I would rather have Chaos Pact than Khorne. Although Khorne are so much fun. Ooh, so his guys can dodge. Look at that. Fortunately, we have got a Strength 4 reserve here, so we can tag in place with this guy. So there, and he should be able to blitz in with many strength. So. No, we're going to need to clear this guy out first, and I think the Bloodthirster is the man for the job. Pooh, yep. Take the POW. Have to follow up because he's a very angry man. So we need to. Do we even need to tag this guy? I don't think we do because we've got all the strength. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and blitz this guy. Because he's strength 4. Hey Rob, welcome to the party. How you doing? We'll just take the POW. We'll keep the ball on the pitch and, well, in theory, I do want him to pin him against the sideline. I know we've got this guy here. So we're going to need to maneuver some strength up here to tag him so that he doesn't get a profitable block and take us off the pitch. And he will go there. Now we can't get anyone on the ball. This guy is our sure hands, so he was in a good position to blitz in there. Alright, wind. So we've gone from being locked inside this week with some very, very lovely sun outside to now apparently extreme winds. So let's have a look. They've got no players downfield. And is there anything we can do here to make any kind of profitable block? Let's go there. Can you, in fact, block him? No. Not entirely sure why, but must have moved him, so that's fine. So we've got no good blocks, but if I push him away, he's going to be unattended. If I push him, we'll probably get away with it. Hey, we get the power. We do utterly get away with that one. And he follows up. So it doesn't massively help us, but it does knock a guy down. That'll do for now, and we'll pass and see. So let's zoom in and have a look and see what they're actually going to do this time. So there we go, getting a guy on the ball, dodging away. I can't dodge with Edge 3, guys. I was watching Blood Tithe play Skaven at club the other week before the end of the world. Take the both down. Oh, I feel like that was our guy that got regened away. Yeah. Okay, fine. So we've got some greed plays here, and I know we shouldn't be taking them, but we can't. Can we? Can we? Can we? Can we? He's free. So let's move him around. And we'll see if we can't block there. It's going to be a 2 dice into 1 dice if we don't get it. We do get it. Yeah, so he'll pin him against the ground, and our sure hands guy is out. Yeah, it was our sure hands guy that got taken out. So we need to try and find a different way of getting the ball. We've got no rerolls, so we are now doing this completely on dice, which is very exciting. So we need to play tight and make sure that we are giving no one opportunities. However, it looks awfully like we are in a game, so let's menu that one. Come out here. Properties. Football tune. Here we go. Ah, we're playing against James. We're playing against the Lamborn 49ers, which is his elf team. We will come back to the corn match in a minute, but we are now playing in the league. Hey Steve, how you doing? We were playing Blood Bowl 1 to learn about the corn team ready for the podcast this week. But that was just while we're trying to find a game in the Blood Bowl Podcast Cup, in the Bonehead Podcast Cup. And we now have James. So it looks like he gets, 100k. So James, who's running elves, is getting an extra apothecary, which hopefully he's going to need against our ogres. Okay, I'm ready for this match. So James is one of our best coaches. He has got the world's least fun dwarf team imaginable. It's a brilliant team. Number 1 look wicked. It's a very different game. Ah, yes, it is over my face, isn't it? And order to top. And that went bad. Now, where's the chat? There's the chat. Order to top. And then where's my face? Order to top. There we go. Thanks, Ian. I love that. Frenzy fun until a mummy kills. Alright, James. I don't know if you're watching. He's thinking about whether to attack or defend against a 6 ogre team with no rerolls, but a 6 ogre team. So I'm going to assume he's going to kick away. Or the time has run out. which means I think he'll receive. Nice pen, much better with the layers sorted. Thanks for that, Ian. I was not paying attention. Getting far too distracted playing Corn. And here we go. Right, let's see what James is going to choose. So he's playing in defence, so we're kicking to him. So yeah, standard rules apply. So this is going to be a tough defence against Pro Elves here. Probably should have had a good look through James's roster. Has he got? Anyway, so he's got a catcher here with dodge. Guy, thrower. Another guy with no skills. Okay, fine. So we are going to set up wide. That's me misclicking because of Blood Bowl 2. So I like the idea of setting it wide, but I'm very aware that we need to keep ogres in defence to blitz his elves. So it's going to be an interesting setup, this one. We're going to go for a wide spread. Yes, there's going to be tackle zones and things everywhere, but they're elves and they're going to dodge through them. They will have to blitz, but hopefully we can force them. I think we're going to get a good Noblar block there, you know. And for last thing, let's check and see. So we need our guard guy on the line. Let's swap you two over, please. And this guy is normal. This guy is normal as well. And that's our break tackle. So do we want break tackle on the line? Yeah, I think we do. Let's go for that. And we can't because we've got guys. Too many guys in the wide zone. That's my fault. I was getting too excited about using ogres as linebackers. You go there. Now we'll go with that. Hey Dan, how you doing? We're playing Blood Bowl 2 at the moment. I've got an ogre team with 6 ogres, no rerolls against James's Pro Elf team. And I was not paying attention. We actually received the ball, so that's magical. Okay, there we go. So we're going to form a mighty Strength 1 cage. It's quite deep in the field. I don't think the elves are quite within striking distance. But it's not. Certainly not insurmountable. So let's do some fun things. Let's punch some guys. I'm going to have to learn not to right click. Bonehead, we're going to leave him there, boneheaded, that's fine. We've got a reroll, I must have won a thing. So we want to kind of pass the guys along. Boom. So let's pop him down. And I think we're going to stay in place. Fantastic, it's a good start. We want to try and leave our ogres manoeuvrable, which is a bit crazy. So he's going to pop in there and he's going to stay in place because KO'd. Brilliant. This is exactly what we want to see at the start. So it's always risky deciding whether to kick or to receive, especially against ogres. If you're an edge team, you want to be taking the, let's put him there. You want to be trying to defend with as many players as possible. So it's always very tempting to kick away. Yeah, 2 dice, Noblar punch. Here we go. Ah, just a push. It's fine. Do we follow up or do we stay in? But we'll follow up. There we go. So we have got a ball, and I'm very tempted to use an ogre to pick up the ball. So I think we'll do that very, very last thing. This looks like a blitzer. So he's going to be sidestepping. So let's try and go for the blitz. Yep, we get it. We pass the bonehead. And we get the double pow. Has this guy got dodge yet? Nope, just sidestep. So James now gets to choose where this guy hopefully dies. We're going to follow up all day long. He's knocked out as well. As apparently I say quite a lot. Big play. So that's fine. We've got that. I'm still very tempted to use an ogre to pick up the ball, but it might be better play to leave it and bring a Noblar back so that we can start putting together a decent cage. So this guy's 4-6 SP, this guy's 4-6 SP. So neither of them got anything particularly fun going on. He's boneheaded, so we've forgotten. We're done with him. Okay, let's see if this guy wants the ball. Let's burn the reroll because that is what we're all about with the no reroll stream. There we go. So we have now got an ogre hiding behind some Noblars. So let's move him over here. And I don't think, yeah, you can get the big 2-die up block. So let's see how we do. Not a bad first turn. We've got 2 knockouts and a stun. Now the thing is with elves, all they need to do is just grab the ball. It doesn't matter where on the pitch the ball goes. And especially with James's dice rolls. So anyone who's played in Wobble and has played James will know that he can play any team and he can escape any situation with loads and loads of dice. It's quite entertaining. So here we go. We're going to see some dodgy stuff from James now. Okay, so that was a vanilla catcher. He's got 4 rerolls. Excuse me. So he can do lots of elf shenanigans. And all we need to do is hope that he doesn't sack the ogre and the ogre doesn't repeatedly bonehead. We do have no rerolls now. Excuse me. But that's fine. This team is all about punch and hoping. Hitting and hoping. So, let's zoom in a little bit. We're going to expect him to run his guys past this ogre. If he does that, then we've got an opportunity to come up this side and create a massive cage with massive amounts of ogres. He gets the natural power. We're going to put it there to try and gum up the squares. Yeah, Craig's popped in chat. James's 1-die blocks. They never fail. It's incredible. It's awesome to see. To be fair, played against a guy last night. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to stream it because I didn't have everything set up. I played against him last night and he took some absolutely brilliant 1-die blocks. It was very cool to see. Ended up losing that game. It was either 1-0, 2-1, 2-0. I'm not sure. I lost anyway. It's the second loss this season with the Ogres. 2 0-0 draws, which were brutal games against Ben and Sam. And yes, I got defeated by Orcs 2-1. That was a tight game. That was a good play. Again, get the pow on the little guys. Let's pop him up there. Hopefully, armor will be okay. Not so much. He's injured. Oh, he's fine. He's badly hurt. Let's check our sideline. 1, 2, 3, 4 Noblars on the sideline. Okay, so that's 1.5 out. We're halfway through. Halfway through. Nice first turn, particularly since you weren't expecting to receive the ball. No, I'm gonna claim half a point on that, being that I was playing another game on Blood Bowl 1, and definitely not because I wasn't paying attention. But yeah, it's apparently that's a good way to set up. As if I knew I was receiving, I probably would have gone even heavier with the ogres at the front. And actually, I don't know, maybe I got away with moderation. So, who's James got to left to move? This lineman. Out thrower. That's it. That's it. So, can we get... We can get, and we're going to try a big blitz. So this guy moves fine. And we're going to pop him there. Actually, let's try and bring him back to there. good. That is good. And let's see if we can't blitz to there and punch this guy with 3 dice. Does he get Bonehead? He gets Bonehead. Oh, I saw that coming. Okay, so we've got an emergency cage to make using Noblars here. So he is going to go there. And we've only got 1 elf bearing down on the ogre, so that's doable. So where can we put this guy that's going to force him to go a long way around? I don't think we can, actually. And I don't think we can really do anything to stop this, except just make him go the long way around. That's fine. So yes, it's only 1 die dodges, but it's not terrible. So now let's bring him down to here. And then we've got some ogres here who we want to just put in base contact. And see if we can't threaten some dodge rolls. That is a wrap. So that was a much less successful second turn. All because of that Bonehead. Hey Noredgi, how you doing? Thank you for the messages of support. We will see if we can do this with a bunch of rerollless ogres. It's always challenging, but like I said, with elves, if they get the ball, you're hard pressed to stop them. But I like that. I think that's quite entertaining. So what are we going to see James do here? So that's a blitzer. Can he get any other elf onto that ogre? He's gone for the blitz on the snotling. Interesting. He's going to take the block. He goes down, but he's only stunned. Yeah, stunned is fine. Stunned is fine. So are we going to see this catcher dodge out to there and come round? No, we're going to see him just go for the push. So where do we want him to sidestep? I think there will be useful. Because then if this guy blitzes away, he will get a couple of supports. Or just 1 support. That's fine. That's fine. And we're going to see this catcher come round here and tag the ogre in place. Yeah, tag the ogre. So we still do have the option of blitzing away through either of these angles. Which is... I know it's a 2+ risk, but once we get the 2+, we should be able to make a pretty favourable block with a number of dice. And hopefully, if it doesn't work out, we can still just shovel him off to this ogre here. Who can then just have a follow-up free block. Although when you've got no rerolls, nothing's free. So we have to prioritise our blocks accordingly. Which I'm not very good at doing. Alright, who's next, James? He's going to stand up. And go where? And go where? No, so he's going to stand up and just come down. Is he going to tag the ogre or is he just going to get in the way? Just going to get in the way, and we're going to go for the column defense here as well. That is quite fine. So just been playing loads of Khorne, and I would really love a frenzy player for here. If we get a double on an ogre, it might be. It's definitely not the most. It's definitely the best skill. That would obviously be block. But so. He's blocking him. He gets 2 dice. Can I get 3 dice? Not without moving the ogre and this guy here. So let's go for the blitz. And we'll go through this guy. And we get the push. Push is fine. So pop him there. And do we follow or do we stay? I think we follow up. So nothing we can do about that now. That's okay. Let's zoom in and get a better look at what we're doing. So he is going to try and block him now with all the dice. Take the POW, pop him down there. And he's going to follow up and give this ogre some support. And knocked out! Brilliant! That's good. So what turn are we on? We're on turn 3, so we've got a long way to go with just ogres. So we want to kind of position these guys in a better spot. So he's going to go there. All Bonehead, which is fine. He is going to go there. All Bonehead. I think it's going to be that kind of game. He's going to go there, and this ogre, who has guard, is going to come down into that square there. And we're going to bring this ogre into that square. He doesn't Bonehead, which is brilliant. And then this little Noblar is going to run up here and tag these elves. So they can come through this angle here, which is fine. But it's going to be hard blocks. They've got the skills, but we've got the strength. Tough game so far. I love it. This is great fun. Ooh, camera's running away with me. That's my fault. So, let's zoom out, see what we've got. 2 ogres with Bonehead there, so no tackle zones at all. We've just got 4 ogres down here, surrounding the ball carrier, and a single Noblar who's giving some wonderful support on the corner of a cage. Ah, they get the POW again, so where do we want him to go? Let's put him there. Stunned. Ah. He's getting some good blocks on our Noblars. Their dodge should be saving them, but it's just not working. So I think what we're likely to see is, it depends on how he wants to play it. We received, sure, so we're going to be kicking. So we have the opportunity to just murder his team and play a second half with the numbers advantage. We've got 3 knocked out on his side so far. None on the bench, so he's got 11 down to 8. So if he wants to stack his guys up in front of our ogres and just give us blocks, he will be able to stall us, I think. But it will cost him his team, in theory. It all depends on whether we can Bonehead. It was probably a mistake to pick up the guy with the ball. But I love the glory of the big guy touchdown. Okay. So yeah, column here. He'll probably move there and column there or over here. No, they're just going for the shield. And are we going to see anybody here swing round and hamper the cage? I'd imagine Blitzer into the Noblar on a blitz. But again, at that point, is he just sacrificing a Blitzer? Hey Anadar, how are you? Thanks for popping in and saying hello. We're playing Ogres. We're playing our fantastic 6-0 Ogre build, recommended by Jared, one of our listeners. Yep, gonna get the blitz. Oh, he's got the block. Although that doesn't necessarily hurt us. That does. Poor Noblar. Badly hurt. He's all right. And then he can follow up and get on that ogre if he wants to. We're playing ogres against the Lamborn 49ers, a pro elf team. Not a lot in the way of levels up for these guys. They've got a blitzer with dodge, I think, somewhere, or a catcher with dodge. I couldn't remember seeing a huge amount else. Alright. Alright, it's our turn. Here we go. So, we have got an interesting choice here, where we can just move him down. Let's go there. We see if we get the Bonehead. He's alright. And let's see if we can move him to there. He is boneheaded, so that's fine. We are going to move this wee man here to there. And we're going to see if we can't pen the elves in. So I'm confident I can get a good blitz here. Let's take the free block here. Take the POW, pop him there, and we are going to... We're going to stay in place. Okay, cheeky stun, that's really good for us. So we can blitz with the ball carrier or we can blitz with another ogre. So he would have been perfect. This is our big guy. So I'm tempted to blitz with this ogre, because if it fails we can steal. So he's got sidestep. So best thing he'll be able to do is swing in on the other square, which should free up our ogre to make a block. Pow. So you should see him go there, I imagine. Just to make movement hard. Yep, so he will follow up because we've still got movement because it was a blitz action. Knocked out. This is a brutal game. I'm not sure if he took the reroll or another apothecary. So, blitz in ogre. How far can you go? Let's go there. That's not bad. So, if we can, we should move the ball carrier to there. He's boneheaded, so we now need to leave this ogre in place as part of our anchor. So, giving the ogre a ball, not a terrible idea if you've got rerolls. Doing it with no rerolls absolutely hoons up the difficulty a little bit. And that's just great fun. So, invisible cup for the tea. Here we go. The plus side of having green be your favourite colour is that everything is invisible. Okay, so we're stuck with a ball on an ogre. We've got 4 turns, so it's a long way to go in 4 turns. It can be done, as long as we don't roll a bunch of ones. We've got no Noblars left, and against elves, they can get in there to get the blitz on the Noblar regardless. I mean, Titchy doesn't actually affect the dodges into the squares that are affected by that, into their tackle zones. So for elves, it's just 2+ forever everywhere. It's like playing against strength 3 Titchy players. Oh, they get the ogre. And what happens? Is he stunned or is he just knocked down? He's just knocked down. That's fine. He's still prone. So he will be back. But what that does mean is it does free up another elf here. So James is using his blitz on the Noblar. Is he going to take the both down or the push? The push helps us. The both down gives him the advantage. Excuse me. Let's bring him in. Let's bring him into there. And give him another block. Brilliant. So he's either going to go back into his original position, which I think I quite like. Elf is not going to follow up. Yeah. That's their blitz. So they've got 2 guys left to move, and I'm going to expect to see one of them tag the boneheaded ogre. Unless he's just going to let us fail another bonehead. Let's see if we can't. It's a tough thing to stop a strength 5 guy unless he's going to bonehead 2 or 3 turns in a row. Which is exactly what's happened so far. Alright. He's chosen to do that. So this does give us some really good options. Alright, it's our turn. When I say some really good options, it gives us the option to do this here. Where can this Noblar go? He can go here. We're going to try and bring this ogre to here. He's boneheaded, that's fine. In which case we're going to try and bring this ogre to here. He's alright. And we're going to blitz with this guy into here, onto him for 3 dice. So we get the bonehead, 3 dice. Triple pow. That is magical. Pop him there and we will follow up. So normally you don't want to follow up with the ball carrier when you are blitzing. However, not overly sure what's happening here. Waiting for opponent. I take it that's a good sign. That was weird. So, triple pow. We'll take that. We'll pop him there. We'll follow up. You get right, yeah, it was in fact allowing him to use an apothecary. Loses one movement. James, I'm almost sorry. So he's actually going to level up now, which is magical. And we want to bring this ogre up to, where can he go? Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and jump on the ball carrier there. He's good to go. And then bring this ogre over to here. So this is not all that scary. Or do we bring him here? Let's bring him here. And then we've got a tiny little guy here that can go 1, 2, 3. No, let's just use our integral dodge to bring him over to here. Let's see if it works. Nope, double one straight away. I can't complain. We just had some great rolls, so that's not... I'm not going to complain about that. We've got 3 turns now to score. Oh, bless. No, he's fine. He can just go have a rest. It's fine. Back in with the T. Here we go. So turn 5. He's got a little guy there who could possibly hamper the ogre's advance. He's going straight in with a catcher around the top, or is that just a lineman? That's just a lineman. This is the catcher. And we've got a lineman, a lineman, a lineman, a thrower, and this guy is a normal lineman. Excuse me. So far 1 casualty and 4 knockouts. So we could see them all come back to the pitch. And over on our sideline we've got 2 casualties and 2 knockouts. So he failed to go for it, but he does have a reroll. So are we going to see the snake eyes here? Nope. He gets away with it. So he's moving a column back up. It's definitely one way to grind out a big guy team. And knowing James, he's going to go for the 3 die up on the ogre and get it. So I'm just prepared for that. I'm prepared for that. So we've got loads of guys around the ball to pick it up. Where is the play going to come from? Okay, so he's just going to move the catcher back into range to hamper. And then here we go. Are we going to see a block? There we go. Told you he'd get it. I told you he would get it. Let's take the dodge star. It's going to pop out and he's going to catch the ball. Absolutely fantastic play. Now we've got video evidence of James' dice rolls. Alright. This could be fine for us. It's not the best thing in the world, I will admit. But... yeah, exactly. Alright, let's have a cheeky punch here. We'll take the POW. We'll pop him there and we'll follow up. Alright, okay. That catcher worked for it. Badly hurt, it's fine. You've got to go for the 3 dice. Honestly, you've got to go for the 3 dice. So, I need... So, what can we do? Let's bring him up to there. Is he going to bonehead? He's going to be fine. We want the Noblar to have the ball in the end. So, he's going to go to... Can he go there? Can he go 1, 2... 1, 2. Alright, that's fine. We'll just stand him up and get him on the corner. So, yes, the Noblar is where we want to be. He's boneheaded, that's fine. We have other options. He is going to... Is he? I think we blitz with this guy. And we blitz into there and try punching this chap. And this is where it gets dicey. Ooh, I'll take that. That's fine. We'll pop him in and we'll follow up and just, again, keep getting those opportunity blocks in. This ogre is going to go here. And then this Noblar is going to give it a go. Okay, he gets it. So let's have a look at the strike range. So to the sideline, to the wide zone. So he can get the Noblar over here. So let's see if we can't run away with the ball. Now, this could be risky. Alright, now I think he can get tagged, but he can't get attacked. So we should probably leave it there. Right. That was ridiculous. 3-die up, taking out the ogre, and then the Noblar grabbing the ball and making a run for it. We are going to have a tough turn here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So those elves are just going to hoon after the Noblar. We need to do what we can to delay any Noblar smushing and then hope he escapes. Which is quite a big ask. I feel like this is going to be this is going to be a 0-0 half. It will all come down to the blitz on James's next turn. There's going to be very little I can do to avoid having a blitz against... Oh no, I miscalculated. Damn. Ah, no. Okay, dodge push is fine. Sidestep us over there. That's one more square closer to the end zone. Oh, he got the open star. He got the Noblar. Oh, see, I should have gone for that extra go for it to keep him safe. Such a shame. So, this is James's turn 6. Now we're back in a situation where these guys can actually score now. What can we do here? We're going to get the both down. They're going to swoop in and get the ball. Oh, such a change of pace. What a great game. Okay. So, how's he going to play it? This middle guy? Down to there. And then on his turn 7. So, what's his move? His move 6. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So he's going to have 2 go for it to be able to get this. Catcher catches. It's kind of his job. It's to be expected. And then where's he going to run? We're going to see him tag some ogres here with these guys, I think, to make a running lane for him. And all we can do is move our ogres into a situation. What I should have done last time is move the ogres to tag his players. Go for it, go for it. So we're going to get the opportunity. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to get the... Oh dear, I always do that. We're going to get the opportunity to get some guys near the ball. But probably not stop the touchdown. So what are we going to see? Okay, we're going to go for it on the go as well. He's got all the rerolls, so he should be in a good spot. This guy there, probably. That's my guard guy. Where's break tackle? All the way over there. 2, 3, 4, 5. Not going to help. So we can blitz a guy off and get someone onto the ball. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And he's going to score next turn. He's got it, unless we can apply some pressure and force him to... It's going to be a double 1 touchdown. That was really well done. Let's... there's not really much point here because this is our last turn. It has to be on the blitz. He's boneheaded, that's good. Get that out of the way. Let's move him down there. Can he reach this guy? He can. And then let's go for the 1-2 blitz. He's boneheaded. Nothing we can do. Nothing we can do. That was a heck of a turnaround. That was really good. And we got a whole other half to murder some elves. That was very impressive. Okay, so let's start this half knowing that I am actually kicking off. Not the other way around. Where is our break tackle guy? Break tackle. We want you in the backfield. And we want you in the backfield as well because you are doing a good job. Hey Chris, thanks for watching. How are you doing today? You right? We want him there. Guard in there. This guy there. And we are going to go for the heavy defense on that side. There and there. You can go there. You can go there. And then we've got a Nobbler in the backfield to be our middle linebacker. So, for those of you who've just joined, we are playing in the Bonehead Podcast Cup. I'm running the Ogre build, the J-Man Builders, which is an homage to Jared, one of our listeners, who absolutely loves the 6 Ogre no reroll build. So thought it would be great to run it in League. So far we've lost 2, I think. Lost 2, drew 2, and it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. If the dice break your way, you're on it. So, okay, 2 of his knocked out came back. So what's he working with now? He's got a blitzer back, lineman, catcher, lineman, thrower there, and a lineman there. Not bad, thanks, Chris. Everything's kind of calm. And I don't know whether it's because it was a Sunday. So we don't have kick, we don't have any fancy skills, so we're just going to pop it to the sweet spot and probably give him a touchback. We get a reroll. Ooh, okay. So that's a wide kick. That will force him to move to the other side. However, he's got a strong setup, so it could be a pass action to a heavy blitz down the left-hand side. Looks like he might be going for the quick second touchdown. Which I would not blame him for. So, opening play, getting the ball. I think he's probably planning out his moves. He's going to go back. He's going to go back. Is he going to pass or is he going to wait for a turn? Waiting for a turn will be good for us. Gets the push and a skull. Is he going to re-roll? No. So we'll take the sidestep and we'll just pop him one back. Sidestep for the win. There we go. Now he's got some dodges to make if he wants to move up. So down the side here, if the catcher's going to try and run through. I mean, James will make it because it's 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus. And I think this guy... No, he doesn't have dodge. But he's yet to use his re-roll. So it could be an option. I wonder if James might wait an extra turn now. Or see if he can't push through the middle and have an opening here. So what do we got? We've got lineman blitzer. So we're just going to ignore the heck out of that blitzer, I think. Takes the push. Is he going to re-roll it for the glory? No, he's going to go for the push. Going to push it to one side. Straight back. Thought one side and would have made a little bit of an opening into the midfield. But being 1-0 down, I'm not particularly in a position to narrate. So he's moved him up there. He's going to pull him back. So leaving us with nothing but ordinarily a blitz. However, we do have a very entertaining option here, which is going to be to move this guy there, tag up all those zones, move this guy. Can he 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 go for it? Very tempting. Move this guy then to there. And take the one die here. Why not? We've got to, yep, take the push. Pop him there. Do we want to stay? We want to stay in place for now. And Noblar, go for it, blitz. That is quite an entertaining thing to do. We've got many rerolls, as in we've got one. Or do we risk the Ogre Blitz? I think we risk the Ogre Blitz. Yeah, there we go. We'll take the push. We'll stay the heck in place. Alright, not bad. He's going to swing round to there and tag him. We've got the ball carrier here and we've got some vulnerabilities. So let's see if we can't move some of our ogres. We're going to get some boneheads. We're going to skip and we're just going to see what we can actually move with. 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. He's alright. And we want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and gum up that gap with him. This is our vulnerability right now, so let's put another Noblar in there. This Noblar is going to swing around the back and this ogre is going to stay in defense. To there. I'm happy to risk the Bonehead here to get him in a more central position. In fact, might want to move him one closer. Alright, let's try that. Excuse me. Hopefully with 2 Noblars in base contact here. If he tries to blitz through, we can keep him standing, or at least put him in a position where he has to sort of follow up into one of these ogres' tackle zones. Would have been better for us if this guy hadn't boneheaded, because now this guy can technically dodge to there and through, but it's not great. And it would cause him to try and dodge with one of his main dodgers. Take the push, and where are we going to go? So he's going to follow up to there, so I think there might be good. Let's go there. Let's see if he follows up. He will follow up, so he's still in the tackle zone, and we've got some reasonable lines there. There is one straight down the middle here for him if he breaks away this guy, but he's only movement 6. His linemen are only movement 6. The ones we want to be watching are the blitzer and this guy here, lineman. Where's the catcher then? Is that the catcher? Lineman, catcher, blitzer. There we go. So he's just going to pull away and try and flank. Try and swap flank. Okay, that gives us a good opportunity. So he's going to have to use a reroll here. He'll get it, which is fine. No, he won't get it, which is interesting. So ball carriers there. Do we just pass the elf for a while? Let's pass the elf. Let's go for a push. Let's pop him there. And let's stay in position because I quite like that spot. And do we go here for another 2 dice or try and bring him up for a 3 dice? 3 dice. Push again. Let's pop him there and we'll follow up. And I'm really tempted to try and blitz him off the pitch, but that would leave the rest of the pitch kind of open. So let's have a look at the situation now. this ogre would very much like to be there. Okay, that's good. This ogre wants to be there. Okay, so tackle zone's there, tackle zone's there, tackle zone, tackle zone. This ogre then, let's pop him there. At some point one of these guys is going to fail a bonehead. So he's going to have to run down the sideline. And I'm kind of tempted to just put the Noblar there. Let's put him there. So he can technically stall us out, but I don't think that's what he'll want to do. And then let's jump in here and hopefully pop this elf back on the shelf. Boom! Let's stay put. Injured again. That is brutal. Fractured arm this next game. That's not too bad. And then let's bring this little guy back. And again, we're going to leave this ogre here. He gets the bonehead, that's fine. Good, not bad. We're in a very peculiar position here. Now, I can get a decent elf break, but I think, given the movement ranges, let's have a look. He's not going to end up in a position where he can't get attacked by an ogre, even if he can get his way through. Oh. Fails the dodge. Going to have to use the reroll there, which is early in the turn. So 3 dice here. Can we get all pushes? Oh, all pals. Damn. Let's pop him. Where's going to be good for us? There's going to be good for us. Because that will block this channel. They will have to come for at least 1 tackle zones. Oh, he's injured. He's injured. He's badly hurt. He's fine. But more SPPs. And unfortunately that does mean that wide zone is now open. That's okay. And he's basing the ogre. I'm assuming that's to stop him from blitzing after the catcher. So are we likely to see the ball move up to the catcher here? So yeah, he's tagging that ogre. I feel like we're going to see the catcher run round, but that's a long way. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, because of where these ogres are. Because of where the ogres are, it's going to be a bit of a tight one. Which is good for us. So this guy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he is actually out of sorts on this side. They both are, but one of these guys, who's over blooming here, I imagine now. Yep, roll break tackles as far away as you can be. That's fine. Alright. So we can get the blitz. It's going to take a couple of go for it. We haven't used our reroll yet, so assuming we don't fail the bonehead, we need to send a Noblar up here after the thrower now, I think. No, I think what we'll do then is we'll try and blitz with the ogre and then foul that elf on the pitch. He's going for the pass. Choose a player to attempt the interception. Let's do it. Nope, gets the pass. So we need to build a decent defense here. So he's going to run down. Alright, good. That's I don't think that doesn't particularly help, but it's not bad. So let's try a thing. Let's try a thing. So first things first. This guy here, he is going to throw this teammate. Throw teammate. Throw this guy. And he gets him, and we're going to be throwing there, please. If he lands, it gives us an opportunity. No, he didn't land at all. We'll skip that, that's fine. Oh, what a way to go. That is, in fact, a great way to use ogres. Right, so let's... So can he get the touchdown next? I think he can. Can with a go for it. So I'm not sure there's a great deal we can do, but We need to prepare to succeed, just in case we do. Let's move him up there. And then let's move this ogre back down. I feel like we have definitely missed a couple of opportunities, especially in that first half. So, if I'm right, there is a guy there. There is a guy there. So, he is going to be our blitzer. He is going to be the guy who stands in the way. Okay, we get the bonehead. Get the go for it. We need to go for it into position. Okay. Now this guy needs to come to there and blitz him. Let's see if we can do it. We should get 2 dice. It's not the 3 that we wanted, but it's not bad. He fails that. So let's re-roll the go for it. Are we going to get another one? He gets that. Let's take the both down. Alright, my guy's knocked out. His is injured. This guy is coming for the ball, but we've got some Noblars in defense mode. It's like the world's most exciting and ridiculous game of Yu-Gi-Oh! We're okay. Steve, poor little fella, that landing was spectacular. Honestly, it was worth the shot. It would have given us 3 dice, and that may have been the missing POW. So it looks like James is having to use another apothecary. Just to get him back onto the substitute bench. So that gives him his catcher back. How are we doing? We've got 3 Kaz, 3 knockout. And it's James's turn here. So how far is he going? He's going to there. If he can get the ball. That will be... Yeah. And I think we'll try throwing another Noblar because it is worthwhile. He gets the ball. Makes it. Go for it. 1. Go for it 2. He gets all the go for it's. And I'm not sure there's going to be much for him to do here. Okay, we got the blitz. That's good. We just needed to pull it off again. So it's going to be tough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go for it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. So if we can get some guys in place, it's going to be tough. And he's going to want to go for the early second score. Is it reroll time? Or is it too early in the half for the reroll? It's reroll time. He gets the dodge. And he runs down to put interference near the ogre. And does he have go for its left, or is he... Oh, okay. So, Noblar to there. Noblar. Let's move him up. So the great thing about the way this plays is if he boneheads, that's fine. I was going to say it doesn't matter quite so much. Here we go. Throw teammate. Pick up this guy. Can he pick him up? Let's throw him at the ball carrier. Oh, miles away. Okay, that's fine. Let's move him to there. He doesn't fail the bonehead. So, we have got some ogres here that it is very tempting to just try and bring them down. Let's just try and bring them down. Just to really apply pressure so that if he doesn't go for the score, there's a threat of more violence coming. And this Noblar needs to come up here so that he can be ammunition for the next turn. And then here we go. This is going to be the big play. 1, 2, 3, 4. Blitz. It's only 2 dice. Gets the bonehead. That's good. Looking for a POW or anything here. Gets the POW. Magic. He gets sidestep, so he's going to go back towards the catcher. We are definitely following. Let's get right up in there. Okay, ball is in a good place for us. Do we go for it to try and pick it up? That would be very bad and very risky. I feel like 2 ogre tackle zones. He's going to go 1, 2, 3. This guy's going to get up and dodge in, I reckon. So what do we do? Do we go for it? Do we go for it, ogre, pick up? Nah. Let's show James's dice off again. So, got the throw at the end there, and I think James is probably just counting out how to do this. So let's get some good footage of this. Because he might just put tackle zones on because he's already got the advantage. Excuse me. Nope, he's going to go for it. And he could do it. He's got a reroll, gets the dodge. He doesn't get the pickup. Can he reroll the pickup? 50% chance, followed by a 2+ touchdown. Oh, I don't want to see this happen, but I kind of do. He doesn't get the ball. That is very big. So, what are our options? Do we have any really good options here? I think punching a guy is also very tempting, but we need to put tackle zones on the ball and around his players. Can we get another guy there? We can, but I don't think that's going to massively help. But if we fail the pickup and fail the blitz, then it will affect it. So this guy should now get 3 dice. Take that. And we're going to pop him. He gets the sidestep. So is he going to pop on the ball and gamble? He's thinking about it, I reckon. Here we go. Yep. Onto the ball. We're going to stay put. Onto the ball. Where does it bounce to? There. Okay. Not bad. Let's go. 1, 2 for the blitz. We get it. That's magic. Double push. Let's pin him on the sideline. And if we follow up, I feel like that is our best option right now. So this Noblar can come up to here. And we want another ball. We want another tackle zone on the ball. So here we go. And now here we go there. Easy. He gets it. Ogre to there. It's going to be a long grind up the other side of the pitch. And then he fouls him, I think. Let's see what happens. He's alright. There we go. So I feel like he can still get this with a good dodge, good catch. So 1 dodge, 2 dodge, pick up, 3 dodge, 4 dodge for the touchdown. He's going to go for it as well. Hey, it's all a numbers game. Oh, straight down. Okay, so we need to move him up. And we can't afford to do this with an ogre. We need to kind of get it to this guy, or pick up with the Noblar and throw teammate. So, pick up with the Noblar. Nope. 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 Yes. What was that? Alright. So, he could blitz him now. It's only 2 dice down, and pop the ball out for him to swoop in. That was rubbish. 4+ pickup would have been amazing. Even if this guy picked it up, it would have been great. So, is he blitzing? Is he just standing? Here we go. He's going to go for the blitz here. It's still going to be 2 dice. He's got no rerolls, but it's a Noblar. So, if it goes well, we can pop him on the outside. It does go well. We'll take the push. We'll use sidestep, and we'll go down here. Alright. He's probably not going to follow up. So turn 15, we need some really good plays here. But I think our best option for now is just to murder some more elves, because that's always good fun. He gets to sidestep. If he sidesteps there, it works well for us. He's going to stay in place. Okay, that does work well for us. So he can get there and throw that guy. He can get there, pass to him, and then throw. He's going to punch him first. And pop him there. And stay in place. Alright. Now. Do we go for this play now, or do it next time? Let's move the ogres first. So this ogre wants to go as close to the ball guy as possible. No, he wants to go there then. There is fine. Okay. So we've got a Noblar here, who I feel like he's stunned, needs to just have a cheeky foul. Nothing, that's fine. So this Noblar, does he go up here and pass to him and then have him throw him? Yes. He goes here. And we've got a go for it, handoff. I like it. We've got no rerolls, it'll be fine. Good, we caught it. This ogre's going to move up to here. He gets it, that's good. So we are going to need a one-turn touchdown. And we're going to try throwing this guy. So throw teammate. Let's throw him. Picks him up. We're going to throw him as far down as we can. And he doesn't land it. So the thrower can go for a long bomb for a second touchdown here, but I will be very, very happy if that's how he wins the game. Is it over? How can we do this? So we get ogre there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then 1, 2, 3. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it would be ridiculous, but it could possibly be done by picking up the ball with an ogre and throwing it back to the Noblar. That's easy. That's go for it. So it's a 2+, followed by a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So a 5+ pass. A 4+, no, a 3+ catch. Then a 2+ bonehead and a 2+ throw. That 3+ throw. And some really good scatters for us. Okay. All we're going to do now is just blitz the elf. Throw Noblar, move ogre to hand off. Yeah. I feel like we probably missed a few opportunities in that game, but it's not been bad. It's been quite good fun. He's going to go for the throw, which is okay with me. So cheeky punt away, and who are you? Okay, you are guard. You're going to try and blitz this guy. It's not as important as trying to win the game, but it is more satisfying and significantly easier. And we'll follow up just for the lols. There we go. He's fine. So, ogre needs to get to there. Doesn't get it. End of the game. Ah, what a game. That was a ridiculous game. I'm actually very happy to only be down 1-0. Oh, we won 60k. Fantastic. So, James, great game. Thank you so much for that. That was brilliant play. Let's close that down. Let's go and have a look at our team. See if we got any cool levels up. What are we looking at? J-Man Builders. Yeah, we get something cool. Team roster. Who's going to level? It's an ogre. Fantastic. That's what you want. Level up the ogre. Roll the dice. It's a 10. So movement, a regular skill. I think we're going to take the movement, you know. It's more entertaining that way. Okay, so that is it for our first game. We're going to try and rumble up a second game in a second, but I'm just going to end the recording now for YouTube. Thanks for watching. Stop that recording. And we are going to quickly have a couple of minutes break because I desperately need the bathroom. So I'll see you guys in a minute. Hey everybody, I'm back. Thanks for joining us. So, we just watched a somewhat ridiculous game of our ogre team. 6 ogres, no rerolls, against local player James, the Dwarf Lord, who turns out is actually quite a dab hand at elves as well. So, we lost 1-0, but only 1-0 to Pro Elves, and we caused a load of carnage, which is pretty fun. So, at the beginning of the stream, we were playing some Khorne. So, what we'll do is we'll run it up, see if we can find an opponent, and if we can't get one, we'll swap back to that game on Blood Bowl 1 and carry on practicing some Khorne, because that was very good fun. So we're just going to change that. So everybody out there, what have you been up to recently? Have you been getting some Blood Bowl in? Have you been getting some hobby in? What did you think of the reveals yesterday? Nothing for Blood Bowl, but we did see some very cool 40k stuff. And some... Underdark. It was the Games Workshop... It was the Games Workshop reveal announcement yesterday. Hey Murderer, how are you? Nice to see you over here from Twitter. Murderer is if it's the same guy, or person, which I assume it is, quite a hobby butterfly. Absolutely, I get a lot of my a lot of the podcast Kickstarter information comes from his Twitter feed. It's brilliant. Yeah, that's you. Are you backing the Vortice Miniatures Khemri one? I think you are, or were tempted to. There we go. So we'll bounce this one up to there. That. Don't want that. Don't want that. That one's fine. Yeah, I backed it. The models are fantastic. They are fantastic. I'm very happy to be backing this one as well. I don't often get a chance to back many of the Kickstarters, just because I don't normally need them. Excuse me. But it's a very cool team. It's quite stylized, which I really like. It's stylized in a way that's kind of similar to the... It's got a cartoony element to it, which I think is really fun. Link. Okay, 2 seconds. I will get you a link to that, because it is a great Kickstarter. Death King's Guardians. Here we go. And let's pop this in the chat. Here we go. Link. Here we go. Check it out, Ernadar. It's good fun. So, we are running Blood Bowl 2 looking for an opponent at the moment, but what we're going to do is we're going to jump over to our Khorne game and try and pick up where we were before. So, is that our guy? Our guy's got the ball, and it looks like we've got some tasty blocks here. But I've got to remember that on Blood Bowl 1 you use the right click button, so I'm going to push him there and hopefully we can get a follow-up 2 dice. Brilliant. Let's pop him there. So, like I mentioned earlier, we are running some Blood Bowl 1 to get some practice in with Khorne, because we're going to be talking all about Khorne. Yeah, brilliant. Get the 2 dice. All about Khorne on the podcast, on the next podcast. So, where are all their players? We've got a guy there. So, can we... Let's pop him there. We're kind of vulnerable to a blitz in the back here. So, let's see if the Bloodthirster wants to play. The Bloodthirster does not want to play, and that is a lesson in Bloodthirsters. So let's see what the AI does here. We're just running some AI. Oh, the undead. Yes, the undead. The Khemri team. Anyway, back on the Games Workshop announcements, we saw a very cool Warhammer 40,000 announcement, which I'm sure you all know is their Grimdark. Oh, he fails the wild animal. Their Grimdark sci-fi game of legend. So we're not going to go there because that is a dodge. We must see the dodges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can we get there? We can get there, but instead we're going to put him there, and this chap is going to block him. Hey, strength 4. which means he's going to jump up to there, and he's going to block him away. So all of our guys, generally speaking, apart from one, have frenzy. So you've got to always be planning to be where the second block is going to end up. So I'm just going to hoon this guy up the pitch to a defensible position, and then see what blocks we've got and how we protect him. I think we might just need to pop him in front of him, so he's likely to get a side blitz, but we might be okay. So here we can 2-die blitz him away. Like I said, we've got frenzy, so this is going to be a follow-up block. Do we have a reroll? We're out of rerolls. He goes down, and our guy is fractured arm, which is just mixed next game, so it's not too bad. Could have been significantly worse. You can hear in the background, maybe, that's Blood Bowl 2, trying to find another match on the Bonehead Podcast Cup. Ah, they failed the dodge right off the bat. So one of the great things about the Khorne team are these guys here, which are the Heralds. Horns, Frenzy and Juggernaut. So we've got one here. Ours has block, so he is going to blitz this guy, which gives him +1 strength because of Horns. Takes it right there. Now he does have to follow up, so your positioning's got to be right. However, it's turn 8 and we're going to run it in for a turn 8 touchdown. The Khorne team on Blood Bowl 1 have a very Mad Max feel to them, but like the naked version of Mad Max as opposed to like the car version. Basically, a lot of trousers without the backs of them, which is in fact a style choice, and that's okay. It's a scary style choice on your Blood Bowl players, though. They just don't look. They don't look armor 8. So I think we should have. Here he is. This guy. One of our guys has got sure hands. And it's him. So he's going to go right there in the backfield. And we're going to do our standard setup. So the standard setup that I found works really well with Khorne is 2 Heralds flanking a Bloodthirster. So you can set it up so that your Heralds both have +1 defense here. Then you can move the normal guys in and support the Thirster. And I kind of want these guys up. I'm going to swap him with him so that we can get frenzy blocks if it follows up. These guys can fall back and collect the ball. Kick off. We get an extra reroll. Magical. Right, that's in a pretty good spot for us. So, with Khorne, you're making so many dice rolls that you have to try and play really tight with regards to ball protection. I don't mean a cup. I mean trying to make sure that your guys are in a position where when you roll all skulls, because it's going to happen. There we go. Good. So we get 1 block there. We're going to try the same thing over this side. So this guy's strength 4. So we can flank him to there. Now he can make the block with 2 dice. If we get the POW, that's magical. We're going to follow up straight up. And then we're going to chuck a guy in either side, so the Bloodthirster, who is going to blitz, because on Blood Bowl 2 Wild Animal works on everything except a... just works on a 4 forever, I guess. Do we want to re-roll that? No, it's fine. If the Bloodthirster doesn't do anything, it's alright, we're in a good spot. Sure Hands, our strength 4 Sure Hands is going to pick up the ball and fail it, because Sure Hands is the worst skill in the game. However, we've left it in a good spot. Right here, we've got a couple of guys on the ball. So, Dan, inspired to go play some Blood Bowl Ogres now. I'm going to call them the Koroga Vampires, with all their names based on viruses. Influenza 1. They'll be interesting to play against your scientist orcs, Dan. I feel like the orcs should have an advantage, or at least have an answer. Right, we get to choose the push here. And are they going to frenzy block again? Right, so we've got an opportunity to use... it's going to risk our cultist. Oh, he's got block. Well, it doesn't matter anyway then, does it? Dan, that is a hilarious idea. Get a little heart for that one. Made some Blood Bowl ogres. Actually, Dan's painting is really good. I'm very excited to see his ogre team at our local club, which is cool. Right, so like I said before, we need to try and protect this ball because we're going to assume we're going to fail the pickup again. So have we got any good blocks? That's going to be 2 dice because of the Bloodthirster. Take the POW. We'll pop him there, and that actually frees him up to make a 1 die block because that's the big strength guy. So let's pop the big strength guy there. It's very tempting to just smash face here. We should blitz with this guy. Blitz him away to kind of get him off the side. We'll take the push. We'll pop him there and we won't follow up. So the Bloodletters don't have frenzy. Where best to put him? I think actually there is fine. He's going to pick up the ball in theory. Right, Bloodthirster, stand there, scare some people. So happy to wander around but not happy to punch things. It's a peculiar Bloodthirster. We'll take the push and we'll pop him along our line of guys, giving us extra strength, and then we do get the both down. So we take their player out there as well, and now we can flank with this guy. That's a dodge, didn't see it, and he goes down. This is the tricky bit between swapping between Blood Bowl 1 and Blood Bowl 2, is the controls are slightly different. And what are we doing next? So, okay, that's not bad. We got away with that one. They've taken the choose. I'm going to choose the skull all day long. There you go. Take a punch. So they're actually closing in on the ball, which is causing. So this guy just needs to actually pick the ball up. So I am tempted to pop him there and then blitz with this guy. Hopefully we can pull off the first blitz. Yeah, we do. Because the second block would have been 1 dice, which would have been jolly bad for us. We are going to, because I can't see anyone that we can move. We can move him to there without any dodges. Good. Checking now. Because it's not going to be as user-friendly and helpful. Pick up the ball. Picks up the ball, and we're going to go chill out next to the Bloodthirster. So we've actually got a decent amount of board presence here. If he follows up, what kind of block is he going to get? He's got block, so we might be alright. We'll take the push. Now it's going to be a 2 dice they choose. No reroll. Double push. So we got very lucky there. This guy is now free to stand beside our guy and defend. Now we haven't used our reroll, and we've got a guy here and a guy here. So who's got a skill advantage? He's got Mighty Blow. I don't particularly want to 1 die him. And I think we're going to have to leave it there. It's tempting. What am I doing? Let's just have a crack with the Bloodthirster. Boom. Follow up. Claws him down. Now we're finished. You can't pass up a Bloodthirster block. Although you probably should, because it's not guaranteed. Alright. Where are we looking with these guys? So they're going to blitz the ball carrier. We knew it was coming. And we get to choose another push. To choose another push. So they have got onto the ball. And then they failed a dodge, so that helps us out nicely. Just going to check in, see if we've got any games on the go. We're running a bit quiet at the moment, which is fine. So he's tagging him, so he can blitz him off and then make a break for it. So that's what we're going to do. No, we can't, because there's tackle zones everywhere. The Bloodthirster. Let's see if we can't get a nice block here. We do get a nice block there. Let's pop him there. Follow up. Stunned. Stunned is good. Now, we can blitz here, but again, that will leave him there. So we need to try and move him away. So we're going to have to stop clicking on strange players, for one. He's going to stand up. And he's going to stand up as well. Dodging shouldn't be easy for Khorne teams, but in this Khorne versus Khorne mirror match, I don't want to risk it. Because a 1-0 can turn around real quick. Now, we should be able to block him off the ball carrier. Take the bush. Follow up, we still got the Bloodthirster over here giving the extra support. Yeah, takes the both down. We'll just chain him up like that. Now, we get a good way to block him without risking the ball carrier. So it goes there. Alright. Now, we are free to move the ball carrier up, even though most of our players are here. So if we pop this guy there, we can move our ball carrier up here in cahoots with these guys, which is not perfect, but it is not the end of the world. And we've got a reroll, so dodge, and I do mean to dodge this time. Dodge to there. So we've got 2 dodges, so we made the first one and we'll fail this one. Nope, but we had the reroll, so that's alright. He gets bad blocks everywhere, so end the turn. Just messaging James saying great game for the last one. It was ridiculous. So where are we looking? Okay. So they got the ball and an injury. Can we get a Bloodthirster? 3 dice we can. We should open up with that because that will hopefully remove a player from the pitch. Or triple skull. Khorne loves skulls. We'll take the push again. We'll pop him there. So that is risky, and with a big guy you should have the dice advantage so that doesn't happen. However, that does not seem to be the case. So we want to blitz with somebody, and we want to blitz with somebody who's anchored. So if he stands, he's tagging him, and he can blitz. 1 dice. Why is that 1 dice? Because he's not anchored there. Okay, let's click off and move him into that square. Move him there. So that takes up his tackle zone. So now we can blitz. He goes up to strength 4 and we get 2 die block on the ball carrier. We get the push, we follow up, and we're still getting 2 dice. We get the both down. So we pop him down, ball comes loose and ends up next to 3 of our tackle zones and a couple of theirs. And I don't think we've got any blocks on their guys. So I think, generally speaking, we leave those guys and we just block who we can. So we've got a nice 2 dice there. And we get a chain push, so we can chain him into there, which gets still a tackle zone on the ball, but another way. I think he's going to stay put, kind of watching the Bloodthirster. And just swing to that square, which means this guy can now 2 die block and get the follow-up. So it's just a lot of managing the 2 die blocks with Khorne. If you pop him straight off the bat, follow up, take another 2 dice, another push. Okay, I think that basically does us for this turn, except for that 2 die block there. So we've not got Frenzy, so he is going to stay in place to keep that tackle zone on the ball. And now it's Khorne's turn. Okay, so they're just standing up their guys around the ball and failing the double both down. That's very good for us. So who of these guys has got Frenzy? Because we've got a profitable block here and we're going to do it twice. Not going to need it though. Let's pop him there. Has to follow up. Okay, where's my sure hands? Is it this guy? It's this guy. So if he blitzes and gets the strength there, we can follow up and he can pick up this ball on a 3+ with a reroll. No, having none of it. I will say it for a second time. Sure Hands is the worst skill in the game. So let's take that menu off so that we can have a proper look and see what's going on the game. Choose block dice. So it doesn't really matter if they've got they didn't blitz, so their jug doesn't work, which is okay. That would have been quite useful for them. Alright, now I'm real tempted to just Sure Hands blitz this guy away, but I don't think he can be trusted. So he's going to blitz him away. That's their strength 4 guy again. Your strength 4 guy seems to be a little bit better than ours. And he's going to go into there, blitz him, and follow up. Okay, pops him down. Separated. He's going to stay put. Now we're going to do that thing that we talked about earlier, which is about moving our guys into a place where we're around the ball so that when it fails, not if, when, is the... No, Bloodthirster's not moving. When it fails, let's pick up the ball again. Okay, we get the ball this time. We're going to stay in the cage. And I can move this guy here. So this will leave the back open if we do this. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to make them roll the blocks. We've got 1 turn. So we actually can't score unless this guy goes for the run. Should we go for a run? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He makes all the dodges. He makes go for it number 1, and he makes go for it number 2. So that guy is going to have to score for us next turn to get that second touchdown. Go, end turn. Corn versus corn is a great way to learn corn. Choose block dice. So their guy has block. Let's take the push. And he's running again. I choose you, Skull, which helps us out massively. And then what's going to happen? So we can actually run around here, hand off the ball to this guy, and get him to score. But what we need to do is clear a path a little bit. So can we blitz with somebody good? If we leave him there, we can't do anything with that guy. That guy can go there, and then he's tagged. So, what strength is he? Can we do this? We can do this. So you go 1, 2, blitz. We need to push him down here and open up. Knocked out, brilliant. And pop him there. And let's see if we can't go for the corn stretch play. We've got a reroll. They've got a cave troll. Catch. Reroll it. Catch failed. Never mind. We still won 1-0 with corn against the AI. Okay, it's only the AI, but like I said at the very beginning of the stream, we're trying to get some reps in with corn. I am, because I've not played a lot with them. I've played a lot against them. There we go. So we win the game. Let's see what happens to our team. And we are in the background just running the search to see if there's any players on the ladder that won a game. Do we want to reroll a 1? Yes. Can't get any worse. We ended up winning 50k. No deaths, so that's fine. Let's go have a look at our team. Let's have a proper look at our team. Team roster. So we've got a Bloodthirster, 6519, bunch of skills, no level up. We've got a Pit Fighter's out for the game, that's fine. Another Pit Fighter's out for the game. This guy has leveled up and has got block. Excuse me, he needs to be on the line a bit more. Excuse me, this Bloodletter has got sure hands and +1 strength, which is huge. And this Herald has got block. So if we've got 2 guys out, we're going to be getting 1 dude. So I think we're going to let us have 1 journeyman. We're going to go against the next team, And hopefully we can use the extra team value to get some extra rerolls, and we want to save another 40k so that we can buy another reroll. Bloomin' heck, that's a chunky difference, isn't it? 1170 against 1640. No, we get 470,000 against Skaven. So it's Khorne, so you shouldn't really be thinking about using a wizard, but the wizard is just so much fun. But for now, let's have a look and see what star players and mercenaries we have access to. So this guy is a beast. Grashnak Blackhoof is pretty good, but we kind of want to be blitzing with our own guy. We want to be blitzing with the Bloodthirster. We actually can take Morg, who is also not bad at all. But we're going to skip on both those guys. We're going to take a wizard, which is very unlike Khorne, but we're going to do it. And we are going to take 2 rerolls and then 2 babes, because we want to be able to zap guys. We want to be able to keep everyone on the pitch. This is quite a hench Skaven team, but it's the AI, so we should be able to pull this one out. How are we doing? Let's pop that in the Discord, see if anyone else is around for a league game. Otherwise, we will carry on with Khorne, because it is pretty good fun. I've not played a lot of active Khorne. I've weathered Khorne. I've seen Khorne played at tournaments, and they are so much fun. Actually, I feel like there's a build in there somewhere with no rerolls, just because that would be exactly what we do. Exactly what we do here. Right, let's go. Heads it is. Okay, so we are kicking to the Skavens. Let's have a quick look at their team. Got a vanilla Rat Ogre, got a Stand Firm Guard Storm Vermin, a random lineman with foul appearance, Muggle, guy with Wrestle, another guy with Wrestle, 2 heads, foul appearance block, mighty blow block, claw, leader accurate, and pass shorthand. So nothing too incredible. So we're going to pop the Bloodthirster back a bit. Where's our block guy? We are going to put him on the main line, and we should have a guy with block there as well. Yeah, he's in the middle. That's fine. Loner can go just absolutely banging on the middle, and we'll chuck another one. We'll chuck our strength 4 on the line as well, next door to block. He's not got frenzy, but that's probably a good thing. And he's going to go on the side there. He's going to go next door to him. He's fine there. And we'll try and do the same thing on this side. We'll pop him there, pop him there, and swap him with this guy. So that gives us him as a deep safety. Right, go. Let's just kick it to the sweet spot. Kick off. They get a reroll. That's okay. We've got 4. Haha, see? Sure hands. It's the worst of all the skills. Right. Can we steal? I don't think we can steal at the moment. Here is our strength 4, so we can hopefully clear him off the line. Don't have block on him, so we're going to have to reroll that straight off the bat, which is not ideal. He's going to stay in place. Now, he is block frenzy, so we can go for 1, or we can move Loner Boy up here and see if we can't get a decent double frenzy block on this guy. Let's just put him down where he is. Use that block skill. And if I frenzy him, he's going to be needed to support there. So the normal guys, although they've got frenzy, which is a massive vulnerability, I've got a block on our guy. Brilliant. He's wrestled me down. That's fine. That's not the end. But we've not blitzed. So have we got anybody with decent skills that can blitz the gutter? For example, a bloodthirster. So let's put guys in position for this to go wrong. And I'm going to keep this guy at the back here because I know what gutter runners are like. So we're going to open up the middle, but they can't get all the way through without allowing us. Oh, he failed wild animal on a blitz on a gutter. We'll pass the turn. We can use our wizard. We will pass the wizard for now and see what they can do. So if you're just joining us, we are playing both Blood Bowl 2 and Blood Bowl 1. The reason for that is we are currently in Blood Bowl 2 looking for a game on the Bonehead Podcast Cup. And while we're doing that, we're doing some practice games with Corn on Blood Bowl 1 because we're going to be talking about it on the podcast. So if it's looking unusually old school, the reason for that is because we are trying to get some practice in. So no deep field penetration from there, guys. We do have an absolutely gorgeous opportunity here that I cannot give up. Probably should have pushed him to surf, but would have been fun. Okay, that gutter runner is pinned in place and is going to take some work. He has got strength but no frenzy, so we're going to take the frenzy 2 dice here because I want 2 opportunities to pop him down. Luckily for us, we only needed 1. So if we put him there, then we should get some good blocks here. Now, I'm not going to go for the heavy armoured guy, as I'd rather just work on the lineman, especially when it comes to Skaven. The linemen are very much a weak link. They're great, don't get me wrong, but as soon as you start murdering the linemen, their positionals, which are also very good, run out real quick. No, you're fine with wild animal. You're going to jump in and just distract that gutter runner, and you're going to jump in and distract that gutter runner as well. Pass the turn back to them. Do we want to use the wizard? No, we'll wait. We will wait. It's very tempting to zap Skaven, but I'm not going to bother. Okay. So the AI has dropped back to pass at a later date, keeping him safe. So what we're going to do is we're just going to work on the team using frenzy and our strength advantage. Well, that turned around, didn't it? Look at that. I was kind of expecting to pin him to the edge and just surf him, but no. Okay, they have failed a dodge on their storm vermin, and we are going to blitz this gutter because it is fun. Although if we bring him back to there, well, that could be fun to hit it with the bloodthirster. I'm not going to risk our blitz on wild animal. Let's just take it. Let's not get too greedy. It's already greedy 3-dying a gutter. Right, I'm a bit worried about bringing the BT into the mix, so let's go there. He's alright with it, and then we're going to shield somehow. I think that will do it. So let's put a guy there to protect our thirster. He's going to run up here, threatening the ball, and then we've got a game of pass the gutter runner around here. Do I have... No, I don't. He does have block, so let's pass him up. Frenzy him again. We're going to have to re-roll that, and we re-roll it into a POW, so a follow-up, because we have frenzy and have no choice. He's going to jump in here. It's not going to give us an assist, but it is going to threaten, and he's on the ground. That's a 1-die block. That's a 1-die block. That is a 2-dice block, so let's go for that. Take the push, and we should be able to frenzy ourselves off the sideline which we do. So while it does technically free up the gutter as well, it saves our guy from getting absolutely surfed. So we'll pass on that. Hey Kyle, how you doing? No rerolls, 6 ogres. Such good fun. Because it was very good fun. Okay. So what's the gutter doing? I love that. I love the AI dodge blitz away. It's so brave. Hey Carl, yeah, the Vortice minis are absolutely wonderful. The downside of Kickstarter, and I know we talk about this almost every week, is that you have to wait a little while to get it. But I think, given that everything that's going on at the moment, you're having to wait for everything anyway. So hopefully, it won't feel like you're waiting all that long. And I think it was only a few months wait anyway. Okay, so can we pull this off where we can surf him? I don't think we can, but we can just still try and pass the gutter around, because that's always very good fun. Go for another block. Do I take... No, I don't. Doesn't matter. We'll follow up, and let's be cheeky. Let's just jump him there. And then there's a good blitz on the ball carrier in a second, but for now, a 3-die pushing a gutter off the pitch is just too tempting. So you are not frenzy. I love the little cutscenes. There we go. So you're not frenzy. You need to probably stand up and go there. No, you just need to stand up. Bloodthirster can do some punches over here, but I think for now what we want to do is free up one of our normal guys. Let's take the dodge, push him back, and then let's take the dodge, push him back up to there. We've got another guy, or another 2 guys there. So I kind of... No, he's just strength as well. So we need an extra guy to support, and our frenzy can't do it. So we can get a support here. Let's try and block this guy away. Take that both down. Take him up. Follow up. So we can get one dice. One die. We can get one block that is a blitz on the ball carrier, which is 2 dice. It's not bad. I'd rather we frenzied with 2. I don't have the skills, but we are not going to need it. We get the POW, and yes, we will follow up. And I've got gutter runners, so they're never going to be far away from actually having the ball. So I am going to wait on that for a second and try and just murder a guy with a Bloodthirster. So we've got a gutter down here. Now, there's a very easy opportunity for them to just absolutely pick up, pass. So defender down. Do we pop it on the ball? Let's pop it on the ball and see if we can't get a free pickup. And we do. Brilliant. So now we kind of just want to guard our ball. And there is no good way to do it. So you go there. And then you are going to sell your life dearly to stop us from getting blitzed by the rat ogre. Not bad, not bad. Anyway, back to chat. And on one page. On the other page. Vortice miniatures are looking great. Good. Yeah, I know. It's I can use we can use the wizard. We're not going to use the wizard. That's fine. How's the hobby world, Kyle? Anything on the go? Okay, not a bad way to get our turn back. So let's have a look. Block chaos. So we've got some good blocks here because that is a gutter. It's got foul appearance, so it could muck us up. It's got dodge as well, so let's follow up. I don't have blocks, so we're going to have to burn a reroll into double skulls. Our guy's alright though. I can use our wizard. We don't really need the wizard just yet. We're kind of in striking range of turning over, of scoring a turned over touchdown, which would be great with Khorne against Skaven, although as you all know, Skaven can just absolutely bamf touchdowns out of nowhere. They're not quite elves, as we saw earlier. Choose a block dice. I'm not going to choose the POW. Okay, so they did get a blitz on the ball carrier, but it was only with a gutter runner. So just a cheeky push, which means we can blitz our way through him next turn, actually. I think we just stand him up. And can we blitz? Blitz, yeah, let's do a thing. Let's see if we can't chain push this gutter runner off the pitch. Up there. And we'll take another push. Pop him there. And he should be able to 3 dice, which is magical. I'm just going to take the push. Yes, I want to follow up. Ah, that guy doesn't have Frenzy. One of the only guys on the team who doesn't have Frenzy. And we have a ball to protect, so I actually think there is a really good place for us. You are going to stand. Bloodthirster's going to have another go, so we've got half our team down here. Let's bring him up. Yeah, of course, we were busy surfing gutter runners, weren't we? That'll be a lesson to you. Remember to check all your players. So let's pop him there, because we can't get the Bloodthirster any support. And quite frankly, the Bloodthirster doesn't need any support, he just needs to actually do things. Which he gets. Push, stand firm, dodge. Takes him down. Gets a bit of claw action. We are going to start using one die blocks a bit more aggressively here, because I want to move up our ball carrier up the pitch. Choose a block to use. Wrestle? Wrestle us down is fine. 6, so we've got 2 turns. This is probably staying put, actually. Do we want to use the wizard? We don't want to use the wizard. We'll save that for the second half. So, what are we getting? Let's pop this up. Knock down, turn over. Brilliant. So, for those of you just joining, we are running some Khorne practice games while we are waiting on the ladder in Blood Bowl 2 to get an opponent in the Bonehead Podcast Cup. So, can we do things? We can do this thing. This looks like a good thing to do. Foul appearance saves him. So, I can blitz through, but only if we can punch a hole. First of all, let's get rid of this gutter. I don't want to follow up. Let's get him off the pitch. That's good. Are we going to see a cutscene, or is he just going in the reserves? Nothing too serious. It was worth a shot. We can blitz here, but I don't think that's what we need to do. It's turn 7, so you have Frenzy. How can we use this to our advantage? Is there a way we can free up our ball carrier using some kind of blitz? Or even free up this guy? Yes, I think there probably is. So let's blitz him. We should get a decent follow-up blitz. We get a push, that's fine. We'll push him in there, we'll follow up. Nope, that guy doesn't have Frenzy, so that's fine. You, however, 1 dice. Not enough. Not enough dice. You block him. Take the POW into the hole. So that's fine. So now we've got 1 turn. So I'm tempted to just punch that guy and then position ourselves for the stretch play, but we haven't got any rerolls. Is it worth just risking a dodge? I think it might be. So let's position the rest of the team. Is the Bloodthirster up for moving? He is up for moving. Let's pop him up there. I'm worried about that gutter a little, because if we fail our dodge, ball is going to end up on the ground. So let's just tag some of the other Skaven and then go for the dodge play. We get it. We get it. So it's going to take a really strong defensive strike from them. Do we want to get the wizard? Do we want to get the wizard to nuke? No, we don't. Let's wait. Forgot about the wizard. Absolutely forgot about the wizard. It doesn't feel massively Khorne-like to use the wizard anyway, does it? Okay, so they got the blitz on our ball carrier. And he's now against... Choose a block dice. Well, let's take the push. Ah, gutter runner 2-die up blocks. Man, I love those. It's a very strong staple of my league team. Leaping in and just having a go with wrestle on 2 dice up. It works more often than you'd imagine. Okay. So we can blitz here. Giving us enough strength to hit this guy, murder him down. And then run in the touchdown on turn 8. There we go. Not bad, considering we're fighting up 400 TB. It is, however, against the AI, so take what you mean. Hey Tiff, yeah, it's snowing. It is snowing, actually. I hadn't considered that, which means I'll go for it. So unless I'm terrible at this. Right, we're receiving the kickoff, so we want Sure Hands Man with you, and we are going to go for the standard blitz on the edges, guys in support, and I think we'll deploy a little further ahead than we normally do. I know we're playing against Skaven, but that should be okay, so we'll accept that. We'll see how they deploy. Where the ball goes even. So they get a reroll. We're up to 4 anyway, so it's fine. And we nearly got a touchback, so let's just try our standard Khorne strategy. Let's take the push, and we'll frenzy a second attack. Push away is not. We should have probably deployed this guy a little bit closer so that he could have gone for the follow-up. You are going to try the same thing against this lineman. Now he's got wrestle, but he doesn't have dodge, so we bounce him away. He's going to go there. What we should do before we do the block with the Bloodthirster is bring guys up to protect the ball a little bit. And also position ourselves to get a cheeky block next turn on the Gutter Runner, because what we want to do is force them to have to roll dice. And you, we would like to go there. You, we would like to go there. Sure Hands, we would like to pick up the ball, so you need to go there for when Sure Hands fails. So, in you go. 3+ with Sure Hands. Easy, right? He gets it. And our reward for him getting it is that the Blitzer tool, Bloodthirster, gets to take 3 dice on this poor defenseless Skaven guy. Not bad. Let's pass. We don't want to use the wizard. And we'll watch very carefully and see what the AI does. For those of you just joining us, what we're doing is we are running Blood Bowl 2 looking for an opponent on our league, and at the same time we are practicing with Khorne on Blood Bowl 1, because Blood Bowl 2 doesn't have Khorne, and we're going to be talking about Khorne on the podcast. So I figured it made sense to get some practice games in, because I've only played against them really. And it's a great fun team. I've got a few games in last night, so they have block, so doesn't matter. Just happy to go down because we can't survive that one. Who knew us tagging that Gutter Runner would get our own guy knocked on his ass? Okay, here we go. What do we got? He is still on the ground, so we can foul with the Bloodthirster, but we don't really want to do that. So they have managed to absolutely mob the ball already. So what can we do to make this better for us? Obviously we're going to have a cheeky punch at a Gutter Runner and clear him out. We get another free reroll. We take the push to there. That's our loner guy, so just going to clear him out. This guy's going to stand, and we've got a bunch of guys here in tackle zones. So if he stands up and goes there, then this Bloodletter will get 2 dice. He will also need to stand up, because on the follow-up, assuming we fail the block, which we don't, but that's okay. Yes, let's follow him in. So now we can actually blitz the ball carrier free, and I think that's what we'll try and do. Blitz. That's bad. That's very bad. Let's re-roll that. push. So it's Frenzy. I have to follow up. Yes, let's follow up. Now the great thing about Frenzy is that it's going to... Oh, he doesn't have Frenzy. This is our Surehands guy. So that could be pretty costly for us. So let's see if we can't add some tackle zones around him to give him some extra strength. So that is one thing to be very aware of when running a Khorne team, is that your positionals look exactly the same. Except some of them have coats on. So if you go there, you go there, and you... I've used my reroll, so let's end the turn. Do I want to use the wizard? It's tempting, but no. And they're going to get a blitz on the ball carrier. It's not... Oh, they pop him down. Choose block dice. Push. Okay. So ball is dangerously near their gutter runner now, so they could just do a gutter runner smash and grab. Although we've got 2 tackle zones still on the ball, so let's not do that. 2 tackle zones on the ball should help us. Alright, they went for the block. Which now means that there are just our tackle zones on the ball. So how do we do this? That's bad for us. If we put him there, it gets slightly better for us. So can we do good things anywhere? Yes, let's try Bloodthirster and go after their big Storm Vermin. We're going to have to try and reroll that. We don't get it. They both go down. Plan was to try and use the... Do we need a wizard? Not without taking out our own guys. The plan was to use the Storm Vermin, to use the Bloodthirster to push the Storm Vermin to crowd surf our own guys. Not to crowd surf, but to surf our own guys. To get closer to the ball so we can take advantage of the extra movement, really. Didn't quite work out. Ooh, getting all the knockouts against us. So this could be Khorne going wrong. Because they are getting all the guys on the ball right now. And picking it up. And running away with it. So, the good thing about us is that we've got this guy on the edge here. Who will be able to make... the blitz. So, it could be... Could be risky, but I think it's probably the only way we're going to get out of it. Brilliant, we get away with it, they get the knockout. So their Rat Ogre is out now, so what we're going to do is we're going to bring him around. Can't get all the way in, so we'll just tag that rat there. He is Frenzy and Horns, so if we can get him on the ball carrier, which we can, not without a dodge though. So we'll stand up this guy. Hey Nicola Lamley, how are you? Nice to see you. I hope you're enjoying isolation for several months from the sound of it, which is a bit brutal. Okay, dodge block Frenzy. So let's take the push. Let's pop him up. We do have to roll the go for it to follow up, which we get a push again, so it's not going to be quite enough. But we are going to end up with a good few tackle zones on the ball carrier. Now, I think they're going to be able to go for it and they're going to be able to get it. But it forces them to roll the dice and that gives us the advantage. He's on the ground. He needs to stand up. And there's not a great amount else we can do except punch a gutter runner. And we get him. And we will follow up. So it made me feel better. It hasn't necessarily helped, but it has worked in that regard. I can't dodge him out except into there, which is no tackle zones. Let's take the gamble. We get it, and then we can pop him in there and hopefully make their dodges a little bit harder to do. Do we want to use the wizard now? Yeah, let's use the wizard. That's lightning bolt this guy. Gets him. Ball comes out. Okay. Fantastic. Straight into a turnover. So we've got Frenzy block here. We'll see if we can't clear the gutter runner off the ball. Take the POW. Drop him down. And we're going to use this guy to pick up the ball eventually. Can we get anyone close? So let's move him up. We can use this guy to hopefully bounce the ball free. So we get the dodge pow, we'll drop him down, follow up. He's going to pick up the ball. Is there any good blocks we can make first? Okay, never hurts to 2 dice a gutter. Take the pow. Then he's going to move to there. And this guy's going to try and go for the pickup. Which he gets, which is brilliant. And he's going to run up and hide behind the Bloodthirster. So that's cool. We're going to try and go for the Bloodthirster block here. Yep, gets it. Now, push him up, follow him up. So it's going to be further away from our ball carrier, but it should be okay. I don't think... We do have a 2 dice there. Let's take the both down. And we knock out the gutter. Which is, in fact, a big play. Okay. So we're kind of expecting them to be able to free up their guys to get a blitz on our ball carrier. But strength 3 should be a 1 or 2 dice block. Okay, they knock out our letter. And it's our turn. So we should be able to blitz. Ah, we fail with the Bloodthirster. So, can we find a way? We can blitz him out. Take the POW, move him there, follow up, and swing around to tag their player there. And obviously, we're going to go for the lock frenzy against the gutter again. Take him, follow, injure him. So, get a couple of SPP for that, which is awesome. He's going to take the 2 dice on this gutter. And it's not science, but that is the best way to take out a Skaven team, is to just destroy the gutter runners. We've got the ball again, it's our drive, and we are in the lead. So we have a bit of an advantage there. So he's tagging him. I don't have any profitable blocks, so we've got a dodge to run around and force them to blitz. We get the dodge. There we go. Job done. And we pass the turn. So we've used our wizard now. And they're going to have to go for the 1 die blitz. Push. That's it. We survive. All we've got to do now is blitz away and get that second touchdown. Okay, they're going after the Bloodthirster. Get the push. And fail the dodge. So, we've got 2 guys on our ball carrier. So we're going to need more than a single blitz to clear it up. But if we go there, we might be able to frenzy blitz away. It's not going to help us to score. And that's a dodge, which is a bit of a misclick, but we might get away with it. Let's go for the reroll. So now we should be able to get him in there, taking up his tackle zone. So that's foul appearance, that's wrestle. So we'll take the 2 die on him and follow up, and we go for the frenzy block again, another push, which drops him back there. So we are going to have a stretch play next turn. Let's go for the thirster on that guy. Gets the power, takes him out, follow up. Can we use claw? And let's run these guys in, because if we can stall that, we've still got a chance at swinging the blitz touchdown. And we'll pass. So Khorne are a very interesting team. I've not had a chance to play a huge amount of it. Everybody having frenzy means that they end up exactly where you don't want them to be, and on their own merry own little way. Fantastic. They failed the dodge with the gutter. And if we can, we might just be able to just push him off. Take the dodge, follow up. And if we can blitz this guy away, should be able to free up the ball carrier. We've got no rerolls, so anything with double skulls. There we go. Gets him there, and then this gives us an opportunity to score another touchdown on anything but a 1. Yep, go for it into the end zone failed. We're still going to win 1-0. But that's absolutely classic Blood Bowl. Anything but a 1, and there you go. He's not hurt, so it's fine. They've got 1 turn 16. They've got 1 gutter down the end, so it's a heck of a play if they're going to do it. Let's switch to camera mode, see as they go. He fails to go for it. Brilliant. So we win that. Tough game, but we still win. I'll take it, and let's see if we get any good level ups for our team. And we'll keep the winnings, and we'll go straight to our team. Do want to keep him, no SPP. Nope, that's fine. And let's see. We win the trophy with Corn. And I think we won all of our games. Or drew one of our games. That's cool. There you go. So that is winning with Corn against the AI. Which is not all that difficult, but it is a pretty cool team. So let's move on to our next competition and see if we can't... let's level up some of our guys first. So who have we got to level up? Pit Fighter Cultist. And let's go for a move up level. He gets a double. So this is a regular guy on a double. What are we looking at? What does he get for double? So passing, pass, leader. Leader could be useful. It could save us a lot of money. Not great. Agility, dodge, jump up is quite useful. Sidestep's quite useful. Let's go for sidestep. I feel like sidestep on a raging frenzy guy is pretty useful. And we are going to purchase a reroll because we've got the cash for it. And we will call this video there, and then we'll be back on. We'll play one more game before we end the day, and we'll just roll up and see if anybody else is around for a game. So, going to take a few minute break, and we'll be back in a few minutes. Hey everybody, we're back. I should have coughed before we got back. And just going to run up a cheeky bit of Blood Bowl 2, see if we've got any opponents to run a game against. If not, I'm very tempted to run another game with Khorne, you know. Do we run another Khorne team, or do we take our Skink team out again? No Skinks can be a lot of fun. Let's have a look and see what we've got. Soon you will be lifeless for Khorne. Let's have a go at this. Let's save. Save without quitting. Let's save the Khorne team, and then we will switch back to. Hey, Neil Bulney, Can You 83? How you doing? Blood Bowl 2 with the Bonehead podcast. Good design overlay. Oh, drop me a message, sir, at any one of our places, or yeah, I'm just using sir, but you know, because you is a bit more rude. But yeah, that would be cool. Drop us a message, and we'll see. Right, let's change this over to Blood Bowl 2, and I'm feeling I like running some skinks again, so let's close down the Khorne. And we are back on Blood Bowl 2. Fantastic. You can find out more info, just check out the website on the profile banner. Best, Blood Bowl 2 is great. That's awesome, brilliant, cheers. So we have been running a bit of Khorne, we've been running a bit of League with Ogres. Now we're going to finish off the evening with a silly game on our AI team again, and I think we're having a great time with the Skinks. We've had a lot of great fun with the Hobgoblins. The Chaos team is a bit too easy. The Chaos team with no Chaos, it's just all beasts. Vampires with no rerolls was quite fun. They're a tough team. That'll be against Underworld. That could be interesting. All Skinks against Skaven. I like this. So let's have a look at our roster. What do we got? We've got a Skink. We've got another Skink. We've got another Skink. What skills have we got? So this one's got Sprint. He's a regular one. I think we've got another good level up here. We've got Diving Catch. And has the Crocs leveled up yet? The Crocs hasn't leveled up yet, but this one has got Sprint. Okay, cool. So we've got 2 Sprints, a Diving Catch, and someone with Armor 6. We've got 130k, and we've got 3 rerolls. We've got no Apothecary, so I think if we take the Apothecary, we can't buy another Skink. If we take another Skink, we can buy an Apothecary, so I think we'll level ourselves up. We'll get another Skink, and then we'll buy an Apothecary. The reason for that is because I don't want to lose the Crocs. And let's go back. Skinks. 20k, yep, good. Got that. Let's run it up against Skaven then. So we get no petty cash. Let's go next. So they do get petty cash. Budweiser. Oh, they get Fez Glitch. They get Fez Glitch and a Bloodweiser Babe. So it could be brutal for us. I feel like we'll be alright. Excuse me. Still not got entirely over the sore throat. I've had it for a week now. It comes and goes. I imagine that streaming and talking about Blood Bowl all day probably doesn't help, but you can't give in to everything. So we've had a couple of games with our Skink team. Right, kick or receive. We're playing against Skaven. So if we receive, we get a Croxagore Blitz in against somebody. If we kick, let's go for a kick. I feel like we've got an option to take out their best player. So, that Skink is a regular Skink. That Skink is a regular Skink. That Skink is a regular Skink. That one is fine. That one is Sprint. That one's normal. That one's Sprint as well. So, let's put both the Sprinters on the inside. And at some point, probably on the bench, we've got our armour 6 guy who we're going to keep in reserve, and I think that will be our diving catch. So actually I'm happy with that layout. Let's do it, let's do it. Okay, so again we're just going to go for the sweet spot. We've been playing Blood Bowl 1 and Blood Bowl 2 at the same time, and I can tell you, Blood Bowl 2 is a much smoother interface, and not having to right click on things is great. So let's zoom out a bit and let's see what's going to happen. So ball is there, which is actually quite good for us if they don't scoop it up. So it doesn't feel like we've got this dodge, so it goes to the one side. I feel like we've got an entire Skaven team here. Lineman, there. So Fezglitch is having his merry way with our skinks at the moment, which could be lots worse. Could be lots and lots worse. Oh, dodge saved us and actually left us in a pretty good spot. He is on strength 7, and I'm a bit confused about where half their team is. Lineman there, gutter there, gutter there. Okay. I actually really like that paint scheme for Skaven. So dodge saves us again, which is fantastic. And I've just been playing a load of Khorne, and I've ended up playing 2 games. One of them tonight, Khorne versus Khorne. So I'm kind of like, I've got PTSD for Frenzy. I'm like, everyone's going to be double blocking. Block and block and block. Fortunately, that's not how Skaven work, except with this big guy in the middle who is repositioning. Thank you, AI, for not blitzing with the Rat Ogre. Dodge. He gets away with that as well. Right, so Gutter has the ball. Can we croc splits? We can't croc splits because we've got guys everywhere. So, can we stack our guys into a spot where we can get a decent block? So, if the Croxigal was to, for example, go there, he made his he failed Bonehead. That's fine. This guy then can go there, and I feel like we should be able to get a 2-die block here now. +1 strength for that guy, so we need to chuck an extra skink. I want to blitz with one of these guys. So if he goes there, now we can get the block. We've already found out that the Crocs is having absolutely none of it today. This isn't going to help us in the slightest. So we're kind of, we will stay put. We just want to free up somebody to take Fezglitch down so that we can blitz in this angle here. So I'm not necessarily up for a bunch of dodges, but these are stunty guys, so we might be able to go for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 to there. We get away with it, which is fantastic. That's the beauty of the skink team, is that everyone just gets away with everything. This should be a 1-die block. Now we've still got rerolls, so what are we going to get? We get the natural POW, which is ridiculous. We'll follow up, because why not? And our skink gets the ball. So that is, that's pretty good. This guy can now run all the way around to there. He's fine where he is. And we can actually get a 2-die block against the rat lineman here, which is really tempting. So let's block you. Go for it. Get the double POW. We'll pop him there, but we're not going to follow up because Rat Ogre. Oh, skink casualty. Fantastic. Badly hurt, so I don't feel too bad about it. Here we go. End turn. the other thing about Blood Bowl 1, is when you run out of moves, it just immediately ships your turn off. Okay, so he gets all the dice and absolutely smashes him. He's going to turn left, I imagine, and try again. No. He's going to turn upwards and try again. No. And I think he's movement 4, Fezglitch, so he's got one more opportunity. And he goes wide. So they can still blitz the skink, and he's obviously stunty strength 2, so he's not invincible by any means, but he is. And he's out of scoring range, so we're going to get a 2-die block here. Storm Vermin has block. Oh, and injures him. Badly hurt's fine by me. That's not bad. That could have been so much worse. And what have we got? So the Gutter Runner's got the ball again. And Dodge saves another skink, which is cool. So he's going to try and dodge away. Gets it. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to. Okay, more dodges. As it stands, I can get some good blocks here. So he goes there, 1 dice. So if I could bring a guy up, for example, a Croxigor, might as well try it. So Croxigor goes there. He blocks him. Now what we're going to try and do is go for 2. Get the push. Okay, it's not ideal. We'll follow up. Now this should be a 1-die block. Is there any way to get it to 2? Not exactly. So do we take the 1-die block, failing on a 3+, or do we take the dodge? The dodge is better. So we will go you to there. Okay, thank you, reroll. You are going to blitz, and I think you're going to blitz. 1, 2, blitz. And we should be able to get a follow-up block here if the blitz doesn't pan out. Blitz doesn't pan out. Okay, that's fine. So that goes there. We'll follow up. And then we'll take another block. So if this doesn't work, what are we going to do? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 to there. Okay, we get the dodge, which is brilliant. Now we want to take this block and we want to end up with him there. But I'm not sure this is not going to go completely wrong. So we're just going to bring these skinks down as kind of last-ditch defenders. Skinks aren't bad, but by a long shot. Especially when you're facing gutters. So that will at least force them to make a move around the edge. This guy. So what do we want to do? We do actually want to bring him down, I think. To there. There, possibly. It's not brilliant, but it will create another tackle zone roadblock, and let's go for the 2 dice here. I'm sorry, what? Oh wow, we get 3 dice, and none of them are good. We're going to take the glory reroll. Here we go, 3 dice reroll. Get the POW. And I'm willing to risk a side thingy, and we're going to follow up. I'm willing to risk the ball going off the side, because we've got a significant movement advantage. Actually, what happened is that our own guy got the ball, and I think that's everyone. Not a bad turn at all. Okay. Are we moving Fezglitch? We're moving Fezglitch. And he gets away with it again. Alright, cool. I love Fezglitch for Skaven. He really adds a threat on the line. I cannot recommend him enough. And actually, if you're playing in a league or a tournament that allows the CRP legacy players as well, you can get Fezglitch and the Verminator in one go. And the Verminator's 130, I think. And it's basically a second Fezglitch, but I think he has Mighty Blow. I'm not sure if Fezglitch actually does have Mighty Blow. We'll find out in a minute. The skink survives. The droid is ready. And the skink survives there as well. Dodge is saving us today. So we're expecting a lot of 2-die blocks not to go in our favour. Okay, what can we do here? Can we get a 2-die... Oh, can we get a 1-die block? Is the Crocs in a position to do anything for us? If he blitzes in, he will free up some guys, but it's not going to be amazing. So it would be funny to do a chain push, actually, so that seems fun. And then blitz that guy, push him off the edge. That will work. And he doesn't Bonehead, so that's fantastic. We'll take that, and it should be, yep, goodbye gutter, and hopefully goodbye lineman. Let's stay in place. Fantastic. So knock out a gutter, stun another guy. Alright, let's skip this. So here, if we bring him around, and is there a player there? There to there. We tag those players. We get a guy there. I get a guy there. We should be able to 1-die block him. No, 2 dice, because who's got guard? No one's got guard. I'm just 2 dice against 1 dice. So I do need, in fact, to get a guy here. Which is risky, but we're going to go for it. He's going to block him with 1 dice. Push. Let's pop him there, and we're going to follow up. Okay, we've got a skink here. And we're going to skink here. So I can take 1 to 2. So realistically, we can get him up to there. And I'm not all that fond of doing a shovel pass or anything, so let's just bring up some guys. And rather than going all the way around there, what we're going to do is we're just going to run around the back. We want to space out our players and go there. Hopefully we're going to just sort of run a draw play. Down to there. With some very lucky dice, they can get Fez Glitch on the ball. But I want to see that. So, so if that does happen, I'm very happy to watch it happen. Okay, how are we looking? Oh, gutter runners lining up. Feeling big because all of my team is strength 2. Oh, gets powered, but at least it doesn't go out of bounds, so they can still fail the armor roll here. Which they do. And we get a blitz here, and both down. I'm not sure if this guy is a storm vermin. He is. And whole 10 Kwapek is injured. Badly hurt. Badly hurt is fine. Let's just check and see which guy it was. So who have we got out? We've got a regular guy and a regular guy who is close to leveling up, so that's sad. Okay, Dodge survives again. They're going to pass him along and probably get closer to the ball. They get the power this time. And they are now on the ball, but I think we have an opportunity here to escape and run the heck away. Brilliant, that's good. We've got 2 guys here, so we can make a little cheeky side cage. Let's not do the pass. That would be amazing. We'll wait for that. There is probably going to be a time for that, but it's not quite now. And you are going to go even. Give it even deeper defense. Okay, so what do we got here? What can we blitz? What can we blitz and what can we blitz well? I think we can 3 dice, which we can. 3 dice the gutter runner. That's all quite bad, actually. Let's take the reroll, because we're in a scoring position. If he fails the loner, which he doesn't, he gets it. And I'm going to leave him in place. Alright, get a gutter punch. We'll leave him there. I can dodge this guy into him. And then take a 1-die edge play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We kind of want to take a corner off here, don't we? So let's dodge. 1, 2. to there. We'll either get it or we won't. We don't, and that's fine. He's knocked out, but it's okay because we've got a pretty decent skink side cage. Thank you, but that's okay. We'll save the apothecary for now. Realistically, for the crocs. Fezglitch is on his merry little way. Is he going to get our crocs? He misses the crocs. That's great news for us. Oh, he gets him on the swing. Knocks him down. Doesn't break his armor, so we get away with it. Alright, they're going to get a gutter near our sideline cage. Let's see what movement he's got. So it's going to be 2 go for it to get a touchdown as it is. We do kind of want to score with that guy because we'll get a level up, and the only way to get an Edge 4 skink or a Strength 3 skink or a skink with sure hands or block or something is wild animal. Okay, gets the 2 dice, only a push. Pushes him to the edge though, so, and he gets 2 dice on him, gets the POW, knocks down the skink. Kind of playing past the skink there. Mastermonts is stunned. So we can run this merry little line down, and we can actually 2-die block the gutter here. And we get a POW, which is fantastic. So we'll follow up, essentially tagging the gutter in place. We're going to try and stand the crocs. I'm not going to blitz with him, but it is better for us to force them to roll than it is us to do anything else. He is just going to go full sideline here. Let's check out the strike range of the gutter. That is huge. This guy has got a huge amount of movement. Let's... I don't think we can do anything to stop it. Except go for that. So, let's not do that. We can form a bit of defence around him, and I think it's probably worth it. Excuse me. I don't want to score just yet. Let's go there for you. Force the run around the edge. We should be able to move 2, 3 to there. It's going to be risky. Yeah. We are going to use a team reroll for that actually. Let's see if we can't keep him up on his feet. Which we can. Cool. And then I'm very tempted to just try and do the same thing here. It's tough dodges, but he gets away with it. And then we are going to go for it to there. And that should cause 1, 2... Quite, yeah, it's not, there's not a lot we can do differently with that. So hey, if you're just joining us, we've been playing Khorne tonight, we've been playing Ogres in League, and now we're just finishing off with a little skink only team and a Croxicle against some Skaven. We're running against the AI because it's a funny build, and we're just going to try and play it and see how it goes. Actually, the team's done really well so far. We've had a couple of wins. At the moment, we're just waiting for Fezglitch to keep murdering the Croxagore. We'll be bought an apothecary just before the game. That's basically just for the Croxagore. And because 50k is a lot less than 140, 150, whatever Croxes cost these days. Now, I don't think we're going to be able to escape an extra turn. Is he going to go? Nope, it's fine. So we actually do get an opportunity to pound the gutter here. No, take out the skink there. So this guy, what's his movement? 7. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Badly hurt, he's fine. And it is our turn. So this will leave the Skaven 2 turns to score. And I'm not sure there's anything we can do to make absolutely certain that we keep this touchdown. So I think it's better for us to score now. They've got 2 knockouts. We've got 1. 3 in the Cas box though. That's brutal. And yet there's an opportunity for them to do a 2-turn score and then receive Fezglitch is off though, which is quite important. So what do we got? We've got a sprint guy there. He's going to swap with him. You and sprint swap. And he's normal. He's normal. And we've got guys here. So let's confirm that setup. Let's just see what happens. Got 2 turns. So again, we're going to go straight to the sweet spot until we can get a kicking skink, which might be really good for us. So they get a high kick. So they can move their throw right underneath the ball. And he catches it. So they've got 2 turns and they've got some great fast players in the gutter runners on the right hand side. We have got just 1 skink, so they don't have a running lane. And we've got some skinks here. The good thing about gutters, from our point of view, from a defensive point of view, is that they're only strength 2. So while the weakness of the skink team is that everybody's strength 2 apart from the Croxigore, when you're playing against Skaven, your linemen are move 8, strength 2, dodge stunty. They're more manoeuvrable than Skaven. Than the gutters. They're 1 less edge, sure. But everybody is move 8, strength 2. So it's kind of an equaliser. So you end up with being in a pretty good spot against Skaven, where your Croxigore is quite reliable and is going to get all the dice against their wide receivers. And you've got a bunch of skink linemen who have dodge, who can survive 1, if not 2, 3-die blocks. Certainly not survive. There's a regular skink. He's badly hurt, so he's fine. So that's 4 of our skinks out of the game. So we've got a knocked out one that might come back. So this is interesting. They've got this guy who's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 squares away, and we've got a thrower over here. So what they could do is spread the field and create a bunch of different scoring opportunities while murdering my skinks. This is tough. This is the toughest game we've had so far. They're moving the gutter in so they can play past the skink here. Ah, they get it again. Is his armour going to hold? That's the question. He's fine, just knocked down. So, can we sack the ball carrier? We can get a 1 dice block. I don't think we can do better than that. We can't do better, but we can get 1 dice. So he can get to there. If he gets to there, it's only 1 dice. So can he, with 2 dodges, what can we do? 1, 2. Can't do it. We can get 1 die. We can get 2 dice actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, let's think. Is this the best thing to do right now? Where are the gutters? That's a storm vermin. That's a lineman. That gutter can't reach the end zone. So I think the best thing for us to do is to drop him back there. Drop him to there. Drop him to there. Again, forcing loads of extra movement. And we're going to blitz with the Crocs. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the idea here, do want to go for 1 more for an extra dice. Or do we just want to blitz this guy? 1, 2, 3. Get the 3 dice. Let's do that. He doesn't Bonehead, which is very useful for us. And he gets the power. So we'll pop him down there. He'll follow up. He can no longer score, which is magical. And he's knocked out. Brilliant. And Welsh, apparently. Okay. So we are now in a position where we just want to run a guy back and flood their ball receivers. And you probably want to be there. Because, yes, Stunty, this guy can still get it. But he's going to have to do quite a lot of dodging to do so. And we want to be there, please. Oh, he fails it. Even with the reroll. So it's turn 8. So yes, he can make the dodge, and I think he's better off doing a... I just don't think there's a good choice here. 1, 2, and down to the end zone. Would be pretty heroic. He could actually blitz out if he can get some support on here. Actually, you stick a guy there, he then 2-die blitzes, runs down to the end zone. No, they're not going to go for it. Brilliant, the AI has forgotten what turn it is, and we will escape. That little cheeky 2-turn touchdown at the end there, which is really good. Oh, camera's going wild. There we go. They've got block on us, so he gets him down. A cheeky push. So we weather the storm, and I think we get 1 turn to counter strike. So what do we want to do? We want to blitz 1, 2, 3, 4. This guy. Bonehead. Absolutely rubbish. Is there anybody we can do a good block against? Lineman. No. We should probably try and get a profitable block here. Because it is good practice. And why not? We've got no rerolls. This will give us a 2-dice block. And you never know. It might be beneficial. This could be it. This could be the casualty that turns the game. Stay in place. It was not, and that will do it for the first half. Okay, second half we are receiving the ball. And what have we got? We've got this guy. That's diving catch guy. We want him. This is their lineup. Crocs on him I like. Where are my sprints? You. Over here. I like the idea of... Where's my... You go there. And you two swap. 1, 2, 3 on the line. We've got 2 skinks here. You can go there. And I think it's best if you and you swap places. And we should be able to go 3 skink side cage. I like the idea of going for a quick touchdown here. It will get us a solid lead. And we've got 4 in the casualty box. So let's open up with this block here. And push. Not super, but it'll do for now. So we'll follow up. And I can just free up these guys. So you pick up the ball, please. Alright, sweet. So I can run it down, hand off to this guy. Or I can just basically give it to this guy and then risk it. Yeah, let's go here. And then hand off to this guy, who I think's got diving catch, so it should be better odds. There we go. And we are going to come up here. And pass it to this guy. Because I'm feeling brave. Absolutely incredible. Fantastic. So let's build a conservative side cage. Okay, there. And we should be able to then angle this guy in to there. So we should be able to put off a side cage launch pad. That's the static defense. Now we can 1, 2, 3 and get some layered defense here. So they'll still be able to tackle the corners. We haven't used a reroll yet, so I'm tempted to go there. And this guy, what have we got? A whole load of dodges. Let's go there. And again, we'll do the same. Go for it there. Fails the reroll. We're going to use the reroll. We've got 4. Fantastic. That is everything for us. Not bad. Pretty mobile team. You've got to have the rerolls there to pull it off because they've got no skills, but they're not bad with their stats by a long shot. That is a fast moving cage. And it'll be interesting to see what the AI go for with regards to a counterplay. So around there. Where's the blitz? Okay, deep gutter. There would be better because you're giving me a free run at the end zone right now. That's better. Okay. We can do a thing. We can definitely do a thing here. He's going to go and hurt that guy out back. Effectively giving us a chance at the touchdown. Okay. So, what are we going to do here? If we dodge him to there, and then to there. No. So, what can we do? We can go 1, blitz, dodge to the end zone. So, he needs to be there. Gets it, which is magical. And he is going to blitz. 1 dice. That's not enough. That's not enough dice. There. And no. What can we do? Can we bring up anybody else? Can he get to where we need him to be? He can with a go for it. So do we take the 3+ with a reroll or the go for it with the reroll in hand? We've got the reroll in hand, so that's what we're going to do. And you actually could just block him. Let's just block him. Let's take the push. Let's pop him there. And we won't follow. We'll stay in place. And then you go 1, 2, 3, blitz him. And take the push. We'll pop him there and we will follow. So we're going to need to do 1 more dodge. And a go for it. Dodge past and go for it. Fails. Team reroll. Not twice in one night. He goes down. Double 1. Knocked out in the end zone. Always. Absolutely classic Blood Bowl. That's twice now in 2 games we've had the 1 into the end zone. Right. So this could be an equaliser. This could be an equaliser. So we need to play some good defense here. They've got some gutters they can get to it, and we've only got 1 skink deep. Oh, 2+ with a reroll. Would have been 2-0 up. Okay, gutter has the ball. 3-die block. Skink goes down. So he's stunned. That takes 1 less defender for us. It kind of depends on how we survive here. So he's wild animal, which is huge for us. Push, push. Pushes him away. He's going to go there, which is the right thing to do. Is he going to follow or is he going to stay in place? So we can get a blitz. And it's like this. 1, 2, 3, all the way down to there. Okay, gets the dodge. Can we get the go for it? Okay, now we can get the go for it. This guy's going to have to make the dodge. 1, 2. So I think I like this better than a 3+ with a reroll. I've got the reroll to get the 2-die block. Let's go for it. Can he do it this time? Let's go for the reroll. Should never reroll a push. We'll take the both down. Alright, not bad. Not great by any shot, but actually it does take the ball carrier down. They've still got good strength there, and we're still in a bit of a pickle here, but now this gutter runner is going to have to disengage, which should free up some more of our guys here. No, apparently they're just going to ruffle stomp my Croxagore. Why not? Everyone loves to kick a good big guy. Actually quite like the blue, yellow and orange of this team. I'm in the process of building and painting a team. Does he get it? He gets it. Okay. So we do have a chance at another blitz next turn. All pushes. Okay, so he survives the first one, but we're looking at another 3-die block here from Frenzy. Probably doesn't have... yeah, doesn't have block, which is fantastic for us. And we get... oh yeah, the Croxigore doesn't have dodge. So how's he doing? He gets away with it. So they've got good offense there, and this is kind of everything we've got now. Lineman doesn't have block, so that helps us out with a spot of movement here, and we need to. So this guy can go 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do that first of all. Yep, we've still got 1 reroll. So 2-die blitz. Here we go. I'm not going to reroll again, except for I need to with that double skulls into both down push. If we take the both down, the gutter's in a good place, so I think we're going to have to push him to there, and we are going to follow actually. And we're going to try a different tactic. So, Croc stands, he's boneheaded, and this guy stands up as well. That's fine. We're going to move this guy to there, and we're just going to try our very best to flood the gutters here. 1, 2 to there. Can we get to there? We can get to there. He's going to try and go out the edge, which is fine. So we're going to have to do at least 2 dodges, and we're going to pop him in there. So it's going to force him to run out the back. Ah, it's not. Should be able to block here. But they're strength 2 and we're strength 2 as well, so actually, if that was a strength 3 matchup, we've got 4 guys on 2, so we're not outnumbered and we're not outstrengthed there. The rest of the pitch is looking quite ropey. We've got 1 guy here holding up 2 storm vermin. Crocs is there's a good chance he's going to get gang fouled. But it is all down to the gutter runner play. Now they're chasing our lead, so the pressure is on them. We should be able to, assuming we've got any skinks left, if they score, we should be able to get away with a 2-turn launch pad touchdown, although that failed this time. But you can't beat a 2+ fail. You just can't beat it at all. Okay, AI, what's the move? I've said it before, the AI isn't terrible, it's not amazing, it is challenging enough, and I think Blood Bowl itself is challenging enough. Even if your opponent wasn't making any moves, you still probably wouldn't be able to score. But the thing they really get away with is the thinking time. I don't know whether that's actually processing all the moves or whether it is just there to represent your average online player thinking through what to do. Alright. What's this gutter going to do? He can't just be there on his own. He's going to blitz him away, and then they'll probably be able to escape the top left side here. It's a push, so it's there. So he can now... He's not got as great a dodge. He really needed to leave that square untagged. So the gutter's going to have to go there, into 1 tackle zone, and then there, I think. If it does it at all. Let's zoom all the way out and see where the next play is going to come from. I wonder if the AI has ever clocked out, because we're only 1:15 away from finding that happening. Okay. Surely it's got to be a 3+ with a reroll into a 2+. Probably with a reroll. Okay, so they're moving the guys down to the bottom. If that gutter, if that ball gets down there, then we've got nothing to do. We really can't do anything. There we go. It's time. He gets the first dodge, fails the second. He's got a reroll. He gets the second reroll. Okay. And that skink gets powed down to the ground. Doesn't break the armor, so he's just on the ground. So, let's see what we can do here. Can we bring up the Crocs? We can try and bring up the Crocs. We can't get the Blitz. He's boneheaded as well. So we need to get 2 guys on the ball. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Oh, he goes down. This is it. This is a huge turnaround, and I think there's very little we can do here to stop them scoring. So we're just going to have to hope that they score quickly enough for us to be able to get the win on the 2-1. What a way to go. 2+, 2+. And they've got time, so it wouldn't surprise me if they were going to cage up here. Yep. Now, if they do cage up, it gives us the opportunity of getting that Crocs back into action. So if we can bring these guys down, we can tag some tackle zones, and we could force another turnover. It's going to be tricky. I think there's a good chance that it will fail abysmally, but I'm willing to give it a go, and I'm willing to hope for it. Gorback is KO'd. Skip. That's fine. We're going to keep that. Okay. Can this guy do it? We're just going to measure it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, he can't. 4. He can't actually do it. So can these guys get to it? He can get to there. Which means this guy can go for the blitz. Which I think we're just going to go for. We've got no rerolls, so this is all on the dice now. But we've got to try and force it, and he fails to go for it again. This should be an easy gutter touchdown now. And they don't even need to pressure it. They don't even need to pressure it. That was brutal. 2+, 2+. Failed. They go for it into the end zone, and they are taking it coast to coast. Quite frankly, murdering our all skink team the entire way. So, this guy. Badly hurt. Not too bad. This guy. Injury. Badly hurt. Not too bad. This guy. Badly hurt. And this guy is badly hurt. So actually, even though our team's been murdered, we shouldn't have any ill effect for the next game. Okay. The interesting thing is whether the AI chooses to go for it. Now they've got a reroll too. Can we see tit for tat? No, they get the touchdown. So it's 1-1 we're going to receive. We've got 2 turns to win it here. Now we just spent 6 turns handing it over. So, who are you? Sprint. Who are you? Sprint. I want you there, and I want Crocs there, please. And I want you there as well. So Crocs can smash away, and we've got one guy that will need to dodge. Ball carrier there, and diving tackle there. You there, and you there as well. Let's go for that and hope for a good kick. And we get a reroll to help make it happen, so it's all to play for. All to play for. Here we go. So let's go straight away for the Crocs attack. Double skull. This is going to be a loner fail reroll. He has to take the double skull. He goes down, and that's our turn. And unfortunately, that was our shot at winning the game. Should have protected the ball. I can't see the AI scoring from here. I can see a regular Skaven team probably scoring from here. And this guy's going to pick it up all right. That was all my fault. I should have taken a different angle. Oh, brutal. You live and learn. I'm quite happy with the way the skink team has performed. I'm not very happy with the way the Croxigor has performed, even though I bought an apothecary just for him. Ooh, that's a scary prospect. So, it was actually quite a risky play, the whole thing, to score a 2-turn. Ooh, they do have a reroll. They're probably going to take the reroll. And now we are in a spot where 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We are in a pickle here. We need to stop that gutter from scoring. Fortunately, we've got a skink in the backfield. And 2 skinks in the backfield. So let's have a go. Oh, he gets the POW. That's fine. Still going to need to dodge away. But this is the safest bet. Gets away with the dodge. So you pound in for the blitz. I can't get 3 dice, but I can get 2. We don't have a reroll anymore. But we do get the POW. So let's pop it over there and smother the ball. Follow up. You stand up. You stand up. Bonehead. Oh, Croxigor. You have let everybody down. I can't stress enough. Oh! So, gutter's there. If they can pick it up and get it to the gutter, they can score turn 16 2-1. This is going to be brutal. But they're not going to go for it. It's fine. We get away with a draw. We just have to hope that not too many more skinks die in the last turn. He's stunned. Stunned is fine. He's going to go there. I reckon the Rat Ogre's going to have a jolly good crack at that skink. He's fine. Double push is okay. We can get away with that. So, that's interesting AI. I wonder if they forgot to move the ball first. Okay. Just one more to survive. Yeah, he gets away with it. Dodge armor for the win. Double POW for that skink. He goes down. Doesn't break the armor. It's fine. Carnoa Peck escapes death. 2 push. He gets away with it too. 1-1. 1-1. If we hadn't failed the gopher into the end zone, that would be 2-0. Okay, you know what? We still rolled a 6. And our fan factor is fine. So let's close this bad boy down. We'll do our team and then I'm going to sign off for the night. And let's have a look at our roster. So we've got 2 skinks that are leveling up. We've got this guy. Level up. Let's see what we get dice-wise. It's a 9. So I like sprint. I like jump up. That's quite good. Sure feet is very useful, but we generally have the rerolls anyway. Catch isn't bad. Do we just take sprint again and make everybody pseudo movement 9? And we want to roll something fun. Come on, let's get some doubles or some stat ups on this guy. Go. It's a 5. We are going to give him sprint as well. There we go. So we've got 4 sprinting skinks and 1 with diving catch and a very useless Croxigor. We've got 100k in the bank. We've got 12 players. I think it's time for us to buy another skink. Confirm purchases. So we're sitting at 12.20 now, and our next game is going to be Dark Elves, and they're going to get 130k on us. Not bad. Could be an interesting game. Might pick that up tomorrow. We'll see what happens. Right, guys, I'm going to sign off now. Thank you all very much for joining us today, for jumping into the various chats and hanging out and watching some Blood Bowl. So I will go, and I will see you soon. Back, if not before, at the very latest, 7 o'clock on Tuesday again for an evening of Blood Bowl. So, join a league. Drop us a message, say hello. Happy Blood Bowling.